Am I technically still like a neon green dragonborn?
I would have done it.
Yeah, I don't think we ever took it off.
I would.
Oh, man, I never said that I took it.
What am
All right.
Am I fucking 12?
Let's get this
11?
going.
If you guys want to take the bodies,
Dude, 11.
look for the conflict.
All right, here we go.
I'm
So, last time, you guys devised a plan to go after the land end weapon. You guys went searching with Vanessa Beatrix's sister to go and basically track down this weapon in Amedia, known to be traveling with Outer-Trixis and with this Lex, and with preparation. Orem, you decided to upgrade your Complex Bracer with Leom. You went and did that. While forging that, you knew that you heard word of Yorwood and Grendridge not being successful. Essentially, that came back to not be very fruitful and did not gain very much, I'd say, weight like you wanted to, and hopefully swaying them from not attacking the storm. You guys went and met individuals known as Grimbro, some of the individuals that left the Mythic Dungeon trials, did not agree with what the Red Council was doing. Eventually sought out the secret library, which you eventually moved just beneath your estate. You also met up with Duger, who told you that there were elves, that there were caravans with charters that were supposedly being sent to different villages and towns with these cloaked elves under basically the moon night sky, trying to be somewhat stealthy, it seems. You also know that there were basic preparations of this land end weapon heading, and that was your main goal. You went after it, and upon doing so, devised magical explosives, and in a successful attempt, almost went after the wrong ship. You were kind of duped and had a ship explode upon you, almost killing some of you and dropping you unconscious immediately, but in a quick action were able to divert and kind of, I guess, divert their ploy and dropped their actual airship, saving your own. Now that's where we will basically start. You guys with Vanessa Hemtrix and the Crooked Crew still in the air, kind of hovering about. You guys now, shortly after just dropping this huge airship in Outer-Trixis with this Lex, both of them with all of these explosives that you've dropped, just melting them away, immediately dead upon your arrival. You guys see that there are people running. Now, when you guys land, you see they're not right there, but they are, hundreds of yards coming very quickly. You guys, cascaded this ship and have dropped down now. And as you guys do so, you guys are met not only with Duger as you guys land, but
we left Duger on the ship. We made a pit stop.
Okay.
Yeah, we left the dwarves up there, and so it's just the three of us and the
Is Delphine?
Delphine, yes.
Yeah, Delphine came. Yeah, Delphine came.
Yeah.
So you
it's
guys,
just the four of us.
Yep. So you guys just drop down, and as you guys do so, what are you guys doing? You guys look around. You see that there's just melting wood from this explosive on fire. Some of it just almost burning, incinerating, like immediately. You see corpses, and as you look around, what are you guys doing?
I will immediately start looking for the conflux weapon.
Okay. So you just kind of split off. As you do that, give me an investigation check.
While he's doing that, I'm going to use my mage hand to sift through the ashes of our enemies for anything of value.
Okay.
14, and when I come upon anything that looks like that it would harm me, I want to use my sword to kind of sift. And if I can't, I'll use my hands, and if I take some damage, it's fine.
All right, so looking through, most of this stuff is very charred and if not burning, almost still burning or lit in some way. Take a few moments. As you look, you kind of go passing off. You both see him. Fuck, this just kind of takes off. You immediately kind of drop down, sifting through some of the ash in the body, and you see some of the organs are almost like melted away, not even ash yet. And as you get through some of the first layers, you see on Aldor's body this is the only reason why you know is as you kind of remove some of the first layer of ash, you immediately see this bright, glowing green gem that just kind of like brightens up just slightly underneath all the like bright flames and lights that are kind of illuminated around it.
You have 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's one more.
All right, so you take
Does
that.
the
One more piece up there
burnt
somewhere.
corpse of the Red Council member have his ring?
Yes, the red ring with a little bronze etched around it. You look over and you see that it is as well. You take both of
Both of
them.
them. I
Yep.
use my mage hand to hand the green for him.
Okay. All right, so you do so now. As fuck this, you go running off.
Investigation was a 14.
14. You don't have much to really look through. You see that there's a couple back ends of this ship that are kind of bowed over and kind of crumpled, and the wood is kind of just smashed in and burning basically down in on itself. You look around and you see at the back end there's this huge lump of what looks like part of the building or the airship that is still intact, and you see it burning with huge flames. You look inside, you see something that looks like a chest. You're not quite sure, it's quite large, and you see that it looks like it's made with some black ornate ore or something, infused with something. You're not quite sure. It looks like a gray and blackish kind of, almost like a marble infusion as you look at it, but it's still intact. And you see that the whole like kind of wood around it has just been fucked, like dismembered, just burnt to shit. And this still seems to be in pristine condition. That's off to you. Even with a 14, you're looking around, everything's gone, but that's off. You run over?
Yeah.
All right, so you go over, you look at it, you see maybe like a 5 to 6 foot long, what looks like chest, not quite as big, about 2-3 feet high. You see on the top of it what looks like a very like thin almost lid that is very like tight bound. You see these like big latches that are like keeping it on top of it, like kind of lapped around, keeping it like a rubber band around like a lid.
Is it easily accessible? Should I just try to
You see
open
locks
it?
on it. You see locks on it, chains kind of on the top and bottom on both sides. So probably 2 on each side. So 4 in total, 2 on the right, 2 on the left. You look at it, but as you kind of move it around, you see you can like move it, and it's very
I
durable.
can lift it.
If you,
I can
you
carry it?
can see like it's landed and done all this. If you wanted to, it's probably, I don't know. Do you try and pick it up?
Yeah, sure.
All right, you pick it up. It
5
maybe
by
weighs
3.
like 5-10 pounds.
Oh, dope.
Pretty light. It's very durable though. As you feel it, it's almost like a cool stone texture. And as you pick it up, even though in all this heat, it's like it's really cold. You'd think it would be hotter than that. It's not. As
Yeah,
soon as
I'll
you
just
lift it up.
pick it up and carry it back out to them.
All right, so you pick it up and you hear after a few seconds. Both of you give me a perception check. 12.
15.
15.
We go, guys. What Carter got me?
Over 89.
You throw me my dice?
Delphine rolled a natural 4, so he doesn't hear
throw.
shit either.
Oh.
So you guys take a few moments digging through, kind of caught up in this gem. You hear some footsteps, and you don't turn around. And then in a quick motion, you turn as you hear footsteps. You don't see fuck this. You see some small, scrawny little halfling. He's kind of standing there, and you see him kind of holding out a dagger. You turn around and you see 3 or 4 dark silhouetted individuals behind him. Kind of looks at you. What you doing here?
Looting. What are you doing here?
Same.
Yeah. We've already grabbed the shit we want, but we can skedaddle and you can have whatever's left. Sound like a plan?
Just kind of leans in. Anything left?
I don't fucking know. We had very specific items we were looking for.
See the dagger as he pulls it even closer. Who you working for?
Self-employed.
I saw you in the airships flying out there.
Yep.
You're working with something, or you're working for someone. One of the two. At this point, you hear a voice kind of behind. Who are they? Don't worry. Nobody interested. You hear another voice. But they seem pretty powerful, Austin. Yeah, but must be Something mighty important for them risking their life coming down here. There's two melted ones. One of them, I think, might even be a member of the Red Council. Yeah. He kind of looks at you. He's very tense. You kind of get a very small kind of grimace of him. At this point, you walk up. Okay. You see Delphine now side by side with you as he seemed to be looking around. Now you see interacted the four of you and what seems like this individual and three others standing behind. You hear another soft voice. We don't want any trouble. You just seen if there was anything of use.
Well, I got what I needed.
Yeah, but we haven't got anything. We haven't got anything.
Well,
So my associates and my owls will be leaving now. Have at it.
He just looks at you, kind of go walking off, and he tries to like skitter over and almost impede your movement. He puts up his dagger. What are you carrying? At this point, you wait and you hear a little bit deeper voice. Maybe we should just let him go. Maybe it's not worth the trouble. See this halfling just kind of sweating with immense pressure, not sure exactly what to do.
I think you should listen to your friend over there. We're leaving.
I'm gonna use telekinetic shove.
Shove him out of the way.
Yeah, with my mind.
Okay, you do so. You shove him out of the way. As you go walking, he just kind of stands down. He looks kind of distraught and waits a moment. You guys go walking off in the other direction. You hear many footsteps. You see three other individuals after you take about another 20 or 30 feet off start kind of going through some things and looking for any remains of what may be left. You notice, what was... Actually, give me all new perception checks as you make another look back at him. Unless you don't care. You don't have to make a perception check if you don't.
18. 13.
25.
Nice.
So you, fuck this, would notice that they're pretty well dressed. And not in a noble sense, but you see the halfling, even though he was holding a dagger, he's got like a short bow on his back. He's got a couple different gadgets or something. You're not quite sure. You're not the most intelligent, but you see a lot of things kind of around his belt. And now looking at the rest of these individuals, you look at them and you kind of start getting to feel like one's got a really nice sword, and she's some armor, and they're kind of ready. And it kind of gives you the same resemblance as like your own party in a way. And it's like the first time you've kind of seen this
we
out
have,
and about.
We have like those telecom earpieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can just talk into, or is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Within a mile.
Okay. And we're like walking away from them.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like under my breath, like, hey, this guy's look pretty decked out. Like, do we care about that?
Are you looking to...
Are you
For a
looking
fight?
to get caught?
Like, are you looking to pillage? Like, I don't know. There was one more
Something
thing
I noticed.
There was something I wanted from the ship, but it's not worth the trouble. So
Well, I think I got something pretty important right here.
we'll look at that later. All right. Owl away.
All right. So you guys go flying off. You gather up now. Are you guys heading to the airship? Where are you guys heading? Where are you going?
I mean, we've already linked Owl
We
to
could
the
just-
airship.
We
so-
could just message Vanessa and tell her to meet us back at home.
We need to go to their ship.
Yeah, I think we need to.
We probably need. Thank you.
Holy go ham.
Yeah.
I just see it endlessly.
I took two and I was like, this is it. I
Breathe.
can't do anymore. Can't do anymore.
I couldn't. Yeah, my self control is too low.
Yeah, it's good.
So
They are
we have like two things that need to happen immediately.
Yeah.
And we need to get Pug out, or we can go see if we can save some of your brethren now, and also deal with that storm.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I have a meeting with Toronto Rocks in 2 days. I don't know if I mentioned that to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Didn't even like attempt to tell us before you called them.
No.
Okay.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah. These earpieces are pretty dope. Okay, airship it is.
All right, so you guys fly for a matter of about a minute or two, gather back up on Vanessa and the Crooked cruise ship. As you do so, as soon as you all land, the crew just kind of looks amongst you. They kind of give you a nod. This is good work you've done in their eyes. They are somewhat impressed, not only taking down an airship, but as you know, their nature of stealing and doing work in airships, this is right up their alley. And they kind of nod in approval. You see Vanessa as she kind of moves forward. So I've come to understand that the crew has become very fond of you all, and not only that, we've decided that as long as you're working with my sister, I think we can come to the understanding that until things are done, and she just kind of looks down. I think that it's time for us to take over the Red Council and whatever is left. There needs to be the new rule of something here, whether it's my sister or something else. I think it needs to be happening sooner rather than later. She looks down. Who are those individuals? She looks down at the individuals pillaging the ship that were coming in right after you. And you hear Charles. Oh, they seem to be just looting, ma'am. Yeah. At this point, you see tons of individuals, maybe 100 or so, come kind of flooding through, looking over the ship, and you just see lanterns just kind of overflow the area as you guys kind of cascade away. Under that lighting, the last thing you pretty much see is just fog as you go through some of the dense clouds. Heading where? As Vanessa kind of looks
Real
at
quick.
you.
So we thought that we may have been under some kind of like blood curse. Did we sense anything different when Trixus died?
You don't know.
But I want to know.
You're right, I don't
say
know. That's why I'm
ADD
asking.
rolls. Give me a. Oh, geez.
Don't you love that?
Like if my character suddenly thought about it and was like conscious, could I be like,
Give me the see if we were in Pathfinder, I'd be like, give me a recall knowledge check. Just give me a natural D20 plus your wisdom or perception. Not your. Actually, don't even give me proficiency.
Just straight wisdom.
Yeah, just straight wisdom.
great wisdom?
Straight wisdom.
14.
14. You're not the smartest dragonborn, but you've only come across one blood mage. You feel pretty good that anything that could possibly be associated maybe with that blood mage, if it was still affecting you, it could possibly still be affecting you even after he's dead. You're not quite sure, but that's about all you would really
But
know.
because of what I know, I can just kind of be like, oh, he's dead. It's over.
Right, exactly. You kind of get the feeling that it's not going to get any worse, or it's not going to go any further. That's at least known. But any further than that, I'd say you wouldn't really know. You got a feeling that, yeah, you killed him. It's ended. You think. But you also know that a lot of people have signed this. Like, possibly a lot. Like, maybe other people know of it. Like, you don't really have a real way yet that you know of testing it.
Right.
So until that happens. But yeah, the 14. Pretty good, though. All right, so where you guys heading? Home?
Great question. I don't know if we want to go straight home.
Yeah, you just see Charles and Vanessa. So, Crooked Crew is yours. Where do you want it? You now have Felix. You have acquired new loot, and now crew with an airship willing to do some of your bidding behind you.
That is neat.
I say we go to the dragons.
I feel like we should go home. I mean, we could.
What would we have to do at home?
Oh, I mean, you're not wrong. It would take us. How long do you think it would take to get to Yorwood?
Storm site.
Yeah.
Probably, if I had to guess, maybe 4 or 5 days.
Okay. Okay. Fuck. Oh. Okay. All right. Damn.
Remember, we have message things that we can send messages back.
Yeah.
You have faster way of travel, though. The airship.
Not to Yorwood.
We've taken quite a bit of damage as you kind of look now, and after the explosion and everything, you notice that this airship is here. I'll put one up.
There's one over there. Yeah.
But you look in the airship, it is it's pretty beaten to shit.
I was gonna say, yeah, we could probably get there faster via teleportation and goose.
It's a good thing I amended that shit.
Yes,
that
it
ship
would
would've been
barely.
dead.
I don't think it would be that much faster.
I was gonna say, I mean, we've been north of Padre Prison, up there towards those mountains. We've been. Okay, Drustven is way over there. You are
And remember, the weather's still garbage.
over in Contraband's Holt and all that shit. Yeah, you're right here. We're not too bad, but farther north, it would be worse. You're correct.
Oh, I think Amedia is the closest that we've been.
I mean, yeah, like right now is almost
Yeah.
the closest. I was gonna say,
Because like on my map
Like, it's going to
here,
take us the same amount of time.
you don't have to tune to the teleport. Right?
I have Batten, which is a city that somebody mentioned, but we've never actually been there. I don't think. No.
Yeah, I have a question. You don't have to attune to the teleport rod.
From
do you?
my understanding, I can appear in places that I've been.
I know. What I'm asking is it something that we can hand to anyone, and they can just do it? Because we haven't been to Yorwood. Not Denistine. Grendrich. Grendrich has been to Yorwood, so we could just. And Grendrich is on the fucking boat right now with us, somewhere. He's probably below deck. I don't know.
That's true.
So he could just teleport us down to fucking where the army last
But are we
was.
sure it works
Would
if
my-
it's not his?
Would my
I don't
character
know.
know that?
You don't know.
Right.
We-
So I don't know.
Yeah.
We could try. I mean, if it, I mean, worst comes to worst, it doesn't.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's something that only you can use or only certain people familiar with spellcraft. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah. We want to go to the dragons. I can work with that. Yeah. We've circumvented the main threat to the fucking storm. So, yeah. Hold on. What's can I look farther west? That fucking. Where's the bridge? Right there at Edgewatch. And that's more or less where I need to meet dude in like 2 hours. Well, I don't know if that one's gonna happen. Honestly. I'd like it to. Oh, actually,
No, we can teleport to Newall.
I mean, yeah, we've been to High Peak. High Peak and Newell are
Yeah,
both
High Peak's
real
right
fucking
here.
close.
And we can also knock out that storm site. We go knock out the dragon storm,
this is
and
a
then we go nap.
This is
and then we take out storm site 4 and go to Edgeworth.
Well, and this
Done.
is where you know one of the traveling groups to be that has one of the armaments too
Correct.
in this area.
Yeah. And then it looks like Storm Site 3 is probably where the other one is.
We've been to Eridan's.
Yeah, we've been
Which
to
is a little
Eridan's, we've been to
closer.
Newall, we've been to Thrustven. We've been to most of that fucking top left corner.
This is where we've.
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
been.
wait, is it storm site 4 the air elemental one?
This one?
Yeah.
There were elementals we fought, but we fought air elementals that are Storm Site.
No, this one's like a cannon hurricane.
Yeah, this one's a
Oh.
ton of air elementals and shit. Yeah.
Okay. And then we don't know anything about Storm Site 2, but Storm Site what is that, 3 at the top right?
water-based.
Yeah, I don't know. It's plants and shit. And we already did one that was fire based. So.
Your woods and plants and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
The other thing is, I would love. That's what I wanted to do at home. Rest.
Yeah, that's why we moved the fucking boat.
Yeah. Yeah. We'd take a rest, and then we could try teleporting with what's his face.
Yeah, and then we just have these guys follow us.
I don't know about you, but
I guess could ask Grendrich like how close the dragons were actually to the storm site.
Closer than we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you go downstairs as all this
Yeah,
is
I'll
going
ask
on.
him.
You go downstairs and he's kind of just resting. He looks. They were about ready to attack. They were prepping by the time we left, and by now they would have already attacked.
Yeah. If he was a day out when he talked to us, so
We can only hope that they've been successful.
Well, how would you feel about teleporting there?
In doing what? I was unsuccessful
Murdering the storm?
by myself.
I mean, irregardless,
Well, no,
No. Yeah. We'd come with.
irregardless if the dragons were successful or not.
I think our goal isn't to kill the storm; it's to stop the dragons. I mean, we
One, we can't stop the dragons because they've already attacked.
I think it was kind of
So to save
point.
the dragons, we're going to have to fight the storm.
yeah,
that's a distinct.
fighting alongside the dragons so they don't all die.
If
It's
they're
kind of the
alive.
point.
Boy, that'll be an eventful day.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time is it? Midnight.
Yeah, about 1 a.m. ish.
What's my max charges again?
6.
6. I don't know what
I
we're
think
at.
I have either 4 or 3.
We haven't used.
Last time I remember,
any
last
today.
one I remember was 4.
I don't think we've used any today, have we?
No,
I don't think so.
we got plenty of charges.
You know.
We could technically roll now for.
So where are we heading? If we're taking the airship, it will be slow. If you're teleporting, we can travel behind and attempt maybe to pick you up. If you stay in communication, we can just lag behind wherever you go a few days as a plan B. Or we can always head somewhere else. And
Question to the GM. Can the teleport one teleport us on the ship?
With the ship?
No, onto the ship.
you gotta know the location of the ship.
Under what
is.
ship?
Yeah. I don't
I was hoping it was like, because we know the ship.
Onto what ship?
Yeah, you're like, I want to teleport onto the deck of the ship.
Yeah.
Which one?
No, I think you. It's huh?
What ship?
The ship we're on.
We're on.
Yeah, you want.
Oh.
Yeah, theoretically, we teleport there, and then at some point we teleport back onto the ship. But no, I think we need to teleport to static locations.
Yeah.
Can dream. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was hoping it was like
It would be
the Enterprise from Star Trek.
No, we
We'd just
can't
be
just
like,
beam up.
"Beep."
No, that would be
I'd
cool.
say if it was bigger than an airship, I'd maybe allow if it was a mobile building
Like
or something.
yeah, maybe like a
but-
floating stone
but a-
building over a media.
but
You
a
could probably
fucking
teleport
floating
onto.
sail ship, nah, dog.
Yeah. Okay.
So where are we heading? As you see him start just turning it, rotating around in a
What's
circle.
that town name?
What?
Beeston Dock. That's where we're going.
Where?
The one directly under Stormside 2.
Oh, Beestrin Dock.
Beeston Borough?
Yeah, Beestrin Dock. Yeah, that's Beestburden.
Dock.
Left.
Interesting name. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Beestrin.
That's
Where
where?
we're going.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go.
And pass out. Because my ears are still ringing from the giant explosion.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys.
So do we want to take a long rest and then teleport? Is that what you want to do?
I mean, yeah.
Why we travel?
Yeah, I think that would be the best bet. Yeah.
You tell Charles that's.
You do math.
Okay, so I'm going to say it's almost about 4 days, depending on the weather. You guys can roll for the weather and any events up to you.
I don't know if we really need the airship to get up there.
We're just riding it so we can sleep and move.
Yeah, but teleporting invalidates.
They're
the
lagging
movement,
behind us because it's nice to have airship back up.
I guess. Sure.
Boy, where are you teleporting to?
Where?
Well, and also we don't even know if that fucking works.
You're 100% correct. Yeah, fair point.
So
All right.
can
Okay.
Grindrich even use the wand?
Are you guys ready?
We don't know. No,
That's what we were going to
I want to take a fucking.
Okay,
I think it's
fly.
long. I think it's long rest.
Long rest.
No matter
Then
what.
Nap, fly that way.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then test teleport.
So you tell Charles you're napping, Vanessa, and then the Crooked Crew start heading that way. You guys go beneath and
Fucking
take with a
spells.
little bit of the freaking basic underneath, and you go taking your basic long rest. As you do so, you guys hear the airship. It keeps flying. What?
That's
That-
what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that was
I was
me.
like, what the fuck is this?
You hear it as it does so. You go on and you take your long rest. Oh, I got it right here.
New flavor.
Yeah, that one's good. You go and you notice that as you're taking off, Grendridge, upon awakening, he looks at you. Are we ready?
to test teleport. Oh, okay.
I'm ready.
We're asleep. Did we sleep?
Yeah, you have your long rest.
Okay. All right.
You're 8 hours. You're starting.
there
One
was-
second.
there
I'm
would've
gonna
been-
pour poison. I'm gonna pour acid on his sword.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's some.
You see the blade
spell-
just kind of
spell-
absorb and swallow it
How do
down.
you get hit dice back?
when you take the long rest. Don't give
Dude,
me
if I make
all of them back?
mayonnaise,
it's half of I
That's
think it's
right.
half of your total,
Half
or it's
of your
half of the
total.
expended. I think it's
Oh.
half of your total.
if I make mayonnaise with my alchemical jug, can his weapon do mayonnaise damage somehow?
Sludge
And
damage.
it's just a blade of mayo just comes out
It's
and
just
attacks.
gross
I
damage.
mean, I'd allow it just for thematic reason. But
Yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow.
Jesus.
Then we'll do milk damage.
I
Beer damage.
better be lactose intolerant, bastard.
Why do you never let me fucking manage my spells D&D Beyond? Why? I also would have hung out with my new shiny green gem.
My shiny gem.
The other ones I could like poke on the gauntlet, but from my understanding, the third light lit up when I did the thing.
Yep.
I'll just fiddle around with that, see if anything
I'm
interesting
wearing
happens.
the red council.
So you look
ring.
and you're hoping, and almost in like a little slight saddened way, you can't find a way that you think you could like slot this in, but the gems do seem to like almost glow every
Hey,
time
Orb,
you go closer
What
to
was the
it.
green gems traits that you thought again?
Dude, just eat it. You're made of metal.
I'm not gonna eat.
What? Eat it.
No, I'm not gonna eat them.
Your insides are made of gym things.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's like healing and rejuvenation and revival and things like that.
Yeah, it sounds healthy. Eat it.
I mean, no, I'm good.
What do Warforged even eat when you
I'm
eat?
attuned
I
with,
don't
my,
eat,
with
like,
the
bullets.
sword, right?
Yeah.
Would I know if implanting a gem in the sword, I would be able to just
You
kind
do
of like,
know that there's
freely-
a spot
yeah.
in the hilt of
could I
it.
like? Do I know that I could I like take it out and replace,
Let's
or
just
does the sword
assume
have to
you
be
don't know
destroyed?
shit because your intelligence sucks.
Yeah.
So let's just say when you say, "Could we assume I know?" No,
You don't assume.
you don't
shit.
assume. You most likely
Say it.
don't know, but
What do you
you
think? What do you think?
thought it.
Focus?
So you don't assume shit. So either do it or don't, because that's most likely what you would probably do.
You go with your gut. Your gut. Don't
Yeah.
think
So
it.
you thought of it. So you would probably just do
I mean,
it.
that's
You're
what,
wise,
what
not
I've been
smart.
doing.
Right.
So it's
Right.
like
That's what I'm saying. Just play into it. So if you think, I mean,
yeah. So, do you think I could try to put that gem piece in my sword?
Would a gym?
Green's mine. You can have the Zoom.
Would a gym associated with healing and provide?
I've been working. I've been collecting those bitches.
Would a gym that's like for
We don't have a
healing?
red one.
Like I'm wearing this.
Oh, you want that? That
is
one's
mine.
yours. Okay.
I haven't got to hold one this whole time.
he's like,
Yeah.
Everyone, everyone
goes
mine.
invisible. Like,
Activate healing gem. Cuts myself.
That's in
-1 plus 20.
Now you're
Oh,
thinking
God.
about blood magic.
All right, so what are you doing? Are you taking it? You doing it? You guys exchanging gems?
No,
You're
he
talking
won't
about
let
it? You're trading like
No.
Pokemon?
You can. Yeah.
He says.
I don't think it would be good to
together.
put in a sword.
Lightning one would be cool. Do you have lightning yet? No, you have lightning, right?
Yeah, you have the blue one, right?
No, I have the blue one. I have the green ones and the blue one.
Didn't the
You
blue one
hog.
get eaten by the red one?
I'm literally telling you, you can.
It's fine. It's fine. I don't want any gems.
You
Yeah.
hear a voice. The last time he had a gem, it didn't go
Yeah,
well.
You're not.
PTSD.
You're not
I don't want none of that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
Uh,
But you have to fucking prepare my spells manually, because fuck you, D&D Beyond.
so after a few moments, you guys, upon awakening, you gather. Are you teleporting?
Delphine? Are you coming?
I mean, only if you want me to.
There'll be a fight. Maybe.
I mean, I won't. He looks eager.
Yeah,
most
I
likely.
mean,
Yeah.
I'll go then. And he just kind of inches in
how's he
closer.
doing? Like, how is he? Oh, he got a long rest.
Yeah, he got
Yeah, he's good.
long rest. I didn't actually click the button.
And he's got a dope hammer.
He does
Yeah.
have a dope hammer, yeah.
Big hammer.
Big hammer. Can you let me long rest, please?
You going? You teleporting? Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
I'll take it out.
I'm gonna go AFK while I
Give it
pass it over?
to Dennisine and just
Grandridge?
Grandridge,
Yep.
and just
Yep.
tell him what I know.
Forever cursed.
Uh-huh.
Like, tell him what I know about the teleportation, focusing
He
on the
listens
exact
intently.
spot that he remembers where he was.
He does so, and as he thinks over a span of 5 to 10 minutes, he just can't seem to get it to work.
Well,
He
Well,
tries.
tuning to a magic item takes an hour.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So then you try that. You wait an hour.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I
No
would have give
effect.
it to him
Okay.
for the rest.
No change.
it seems incapable.
He waits. He looks
Then
back at
we
you.
must go there the old-fashioned way.
It just seems it's not working for me. Just kind of hands it back to you.
Now, only if we had another player here that came from Yorwood right about now.
That would
Well,
be really
I
nice.
could
yeah.
I could send a message to the Dragonborns, the two that we've met multiple times.
I don't
Right.
How would that?
Well, they flew back
Would
with
that matter?
Rendridge.
Yeah, but then they landed on the boat, and then I
You
healed
don't,
the
you don't
dragon.
know. You don't know if
We don't know
And
where
they
are
took
now,
the beast.
he's back, but you don't know
where they are.
where they are.
Still send them a message.
Okay. What do you want to say?
Just say,
Shit.
did you go to the storm site?
I don't even think I have the fucking diamonds, so that's just gonna come off the list.
If so, what is your status? We were hoping to join the fight late if possible.
You wait a minute. And then after maybe about, I'd say 10 more minutes, you hear a very solemn and sad voice. It's very like slow at first, and then the army's, it's gone. Not only weakened, but killed.
Is he referring to the armies or the storm site?
Many of those alive, the memories being swallowed by the storm, bodies strewn across bloodied barbed vines. You wait a moment.
Just gonna hang my head and find a seat to sit.
You hear about, I'd say 30 seconds just after that. We're heading to Inventus. Storm has been weakened by our brothers, though. That's the last you hear.
Well, it's time for vengeance.
Yeah, 11 plus 5
I mean, we can make more extreme napalm.
16.
The storm has been explained as a bunch of vines.
Yeah.
Those are flammable. And we just saw it into an airship, so it's like, it was pretty
I
good.
have 16 spells around.
All right, so you guys travel the days to Yorwood?
Fuck.
We don't got any
I
other
have
options?
So the
A date.
army.
With an old man.
That ain't happening because we can't get there either.
We probably could have
We
Teleport
could
to-
at this.
Newall and then Edgewater.
I'm sure we could get there.
If they can hover, we can make it.
They don't really hover. The ship doesn't stand still, from my understanding.
I thought it.
So
I thought it stood still once we repaired it.
It flows.
So
It doesn't hover. It'll just
So yeah.
Yeah, then we just make it fucking.
So they can circle it,
Yeah, we could tell them to circle a specific area.
If you get it to a dark, it can stop.
So the storm is weakened.
Yeah.
Whether it can regain strength over time, we don't know. But if we give it that time, then we might have to fight it at full strength.
Hmm.
Yeah, we gotta go now.
I say, or we could teleport to Eridance, which I think is a little bit closer, and probably make it there within, because we got a day and a half until your meeting.
Yeah. I mean, we could. I don't know about Eridance
It's
because
like,
we'd
what,
have to go right to the
9
storm
a.m.
site.
We got a
would be the
long
better.
rest, and then we waited
Yeah,
another hour.
about 10 after the
9 or
talking
10.
and everything, yeah. So you guys about 3.5 days if
Fuck.
basis of what you know.
Yeah, no, probably not. I was gonna say it almost. I wonder if we teleported to High Peak, did our shit not in Edge Watch, and then teleported back to High Peak. If we could just use some of those fancy continent-spanning fucking doodads to get us back up to Yorwood.
Yeah, you mean the nice little death traps?
Hey, I thought they were neat.
At this
They were
moment,
death traps.
They were 100%.
you receive a message from Arlanda.
Yeah.
Pug's been moved. They've taken him beneath the media. You wait. Still within the same message. There's groups that have been leaving the media. Droves. Caravans. Left under the moonlight sky. Here's some I am for them. Another message comes through, this time Orion. There are many groups and villages, those that have still remained, that have been rebelling and uprising under the name of the Red One. Come up under the Cleansing One. Fire Lord, many names.
Interesting.
Purging villages for an all-consuming night to come. Storm sites are heading towards major cities. Impending doom is upon them. We need to meet.
Okay, so that puts a big ol' we need to kill storm sites now.
Fuck.
At this point, you see Vanessa and Charles come down.
How close have you ever been to storm site 2?
2?
Yeah.
Probably Inventus. I mean,
2 is gone.
Who's gone?
no, two is the blue one. Oh no!
Yeah.
What the fuck is? Oh, that is a 1. That
Far,
yeah. I thought it was a 2. I thought it was a
Very
2-2. Yeah. Yes, 1.
Blue, just refer to the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue.
Probably
Because
honestly.
we've been near the Swamposaurus before.
We were in the blood.
Red? Did we pass over Swamp?
I'm just kidding. That's
No, you've heard of them. You haven't been there. The closest you guys have been would probably be like here.
Okay, so how did we
You
get?
like walk through.
Oh no, we took an airship to the contraband hold the first time. So yeah,
That's when we saw the Swamposaurus.
yeah, we went south of Amelia and then towards the contraband hold.
So yeah, it would
we
either
would've been,
be that southern point in the media,
like
or probably right here. Yeah.
yeah, that would have been it, but I didn't really pay attention. I mean, it's like-
Okay, so we gotta go to storm site 2.
I mean, we've been there twice.
Because we can get to storm site 4 pretty
Right.
quickly.
What, south of Amelia?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we were just south of south.
And then the first time we were there, we took that path and went around.
Yeah, we need to kill the storm sites.
Geography.
2's weakened, we need to get there. We can get to 4 really quickly.
3 is the white one. That's the one that's weakened.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's where we're going now.
There's also a fancy bow up in those lost ruins.
We can go get that too. It's right there. You know, like
I'll just have to send a message to fucking Toronto.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna rain check the ancient elf. Maybe we'll have a heart attack and I'll just miss my chance. That'd be disappointing.
At this point, you guys see Vanessa and Charles. Well, the weather seems to be holding out, at least in this area. Weather seems to be causing, and you guys know that now as you guys are heading towards Yorwood, what normally was very thick clouds now turns to almost like very thick humidity. And it's almost very much so like a swampish kind of heavy air to it with this very strong scent of like pollen and flower. And even in some cases, you get this like very almost darkish, pungent, like sporish clouds that hit you as you're flying. After a few moments, somebody roll me a d20. We'll see how your first day of travel goes. As Vanessa and everybody looks up.
6.
6. Oh, seems that low visibility within the clouds today. We'll have to just make sure that we travel a little bit lower, but it shouldn't impede us too much. It's going to be probably pretty boring for the next day or so. Let us just make sure that everybody just stays en route, get your rest and your food, be ready to go at a moment's notice. Now, you guys go about your day. Nothing seems to happen. Somebody roll me another d20 as you guys inch closer.
I'm gonna have to send a message to Ferrando Rock.
14.
Okay. And we'll see. He's going to send a
So
message.
the first day, you said we were flying low. Could we still see like the terrain?
Very, very little. Like you see some of the tops of some of the trees, some of the higher like hills and mountains, but the humidity in this area where you guys for the most part are, like this whole area, the white cloudness is why it's so dense. So this whole like area is very much so different than this whole area. It's very thick. It's kind of like the rest of the area, you know.
I just want to be jotting down like points of interest, but things that I can see.
You will definitely notice the Rudenvale Festival. This sticks out like a sore thumb. It's almost like a beacon that sticks up like very high. You see tons of rides and little things that would essentially.
I've heard that before. Rudenvale.
Yeah, we did the one shot there.
Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
That's
neat.
yeah. So that like sticks out pretty predominantly. It's like up on this huge like mountain hill. So that's like its own thing. And there is like a magic dome there that keeps the weather like perfect. So you guys see that, but you guys as of right now are about here where my hand is. Vanessa comes down and you're sending a message.
Yeah, give me a second.
All right, so on the second day, we'll say before he sends his message, this would be while going into the next day. So yeah, he would need an answer by now. The second day of the 14, you guys have good weather. You notice that the weather kind of lightens up. You guys have decent sails, and you actually pick up pace. And you guys could possibly be there within the next half day. You see Vanessa comes down. We seem to have gotten the good winds once again, and I think we could possibly be at the docks within half a day. But whether or not the docks are even being attended to, I'm unsure. Judging, and now you all see that the vines and much of the vegetation here is kind of almost like, I don't want to say out of whack, but you wouldn't know, but both of you, Orm and Fuctus, you guys remember when Perrin died, that very large vine creature, that thing has a lot of similarities. And you see a lot of the smaller like pod creatures, the leaf creatures that it spawned, fucking like everywhere. Almost running wild. And you see spores being like shot out of their backs and stuff. You see them almost like tiny Bulbasaurs just running, flooding the area, just kind of like, just kind of gassing in vines that are overgrown that have not been maintained on some of the like roadways and stuff. You notice, and as you look down, Charles just, something must be overgrowing or not keeping the storm in check, or something's going on here that's out of the ordinary. You see him kind of draw his blade. Crew, make sure that no vines attach to the bottom and try and hinder us. You guys keep on flying. You guys want to do anything? You guys are now getting close to about a half day.
I want to go ahead and
I can start drinking again.
make.
My alcohol, my jug can make alcohol.
I'm gonna write the same exact thing I wrote for the napalms that we use.
Okay.
Same exact thing.
All right. So give me same check.
Yep.
I can never remember. Performance efficiency.
13.
13. You make what you believe to be. It's slightly smaller, and this time you only get 2. You go through, and as you make them, they kind of happen, and the paper just kind of rips in
Why
half.
didn't we guidance it?
And you see 2 just fall and fold.
I'm busy.
And as it happens, you gather these 2 a little bit out of the ordinary, but they seem to still be similar. Probably have the same effect.
I accidentally deleted those from my inventory. Can you put? I got 8 left.
Papers?
Yeah.
Okay.
8 papers left.
I'll just make a mark of it. I'll just keep track.
Okay. I mean, with only 8 left, I can probably keep that in my head. So.
Yeah, you're getting down there
We're
now.
probably gonna need poison resistance somehow. I mean, I'm a dwarf. I'm a hardier guy than you other flesh bags.
Granger just kind of looks.
Oh shit, he's made of metal. He's poison doesn't fuck with him. It's you. You're the poison weakling.
What about me and the hairy one? Are we gonna be going in? Are we helping you out here?
I think help from everybody would be
So we're really
if
gonna
everybody's willing
we're
to
fighting this storm.
fight a storm.
How'd this go down last time?
We won
I die.
16, but we won.
See Delphine just look. But we won.
Exactly.
He comes up and Granger just kind of is like, okay, well, I guess just let me know when we're getting close. If I need to do anything, just keep me in the loop. You guys go on. A few more. The ship goes on. So your message.
Yeah, this would have been very early. It would have been one of the first things.
Yeah,
As soon as I
early in the
turned-
day.
Yes.
We'll let it happen early in the day.
Like yeah,
that way you're still in your 2-day split.
Yeah. It would have been almost as soon as I determined that I wasn't going to make it. Yeah, I will send a message to Toronto. I'm sorry. I will not be able to make our appointment. I'm on my way to kill a storm site. Again. Harriet has the last of Ganon. That's really all I can fit. Well, I guess I could send another one. Let's see what he says first.
You wait a second, about 5-10 minutes, and then you hear very softly, he must be activating the storms then. The time is near. The all-consuming night. We must meet before then. Good luck.
What's the countdown to all-consuming night? Are we at?
As you
3
know,
days. It's like Majora's Mask.
No.
no,
You have a flip that
Shit,
resets it.
shit,
it
shit.
was okay. So there's 5 days in a week, and there's about
I forgot about that.
yeah. So there's only about 10 to 15 days left. You know, so about 2 to 3 weeks.
That's a big gap.
Yeah,
That's a big gap.
You guys
Gotta kill all the storms.
have an idea, but yeah. You guys have been kind of on the run here, so
Say, this is the farthest storm site. Like Storm Site 4, not a
Wait,
problem.
did you get the conflicts weapon?
Yeah, you did.
Did you attune to it?
Can we look at that?
Did you
Yeah,
attune to it?
let's try to.
We
That's-
should, we should
That
figure
was
that shit.
That
out.
was what my next thing was going to
okay.
be.
So
Yeah.
we'll say on the
was gonna say,
second or third
Let's
day.
try to open this thing.
Yeah. Okay.
we
So
have 3 days of like downtime essentially. We should knock some shit out.
cracking one open here.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you look at it. It's got 4 locks on it. You look at it. It's very pristine. This black and like gray granite looking, almost like very sleek, like smooth, like a finished marble top. And it almost looks like a a squared rocket launcher, just squared ends, like a big old birthday box gift, just like a long tube almost. As you look at it, you see it's got these large chains on it that seem to be all fitting. It's not made ornately for this. This is just kind of something that they threw around this to hold whatever. You know this as you guys look at it, that this is some sort of conflux case. And you now know that you have seen this in whatever the back of what was in a caravan when you saw this inside of the town. That you saw in the back of that caravan that those individuals are carrying. This is just a lot better or a lot more refined version.
So how do we open this? It's locked?
It seems to be locked.
Can I lockpick it?
You could.
I'm good at that. Can I get some guidance?
Yeah.
What does that require?
The lockpicking?
You
More
need
tools.
thieves' tools?
And I'm a rogue.
There you go.
He definitely.
My guidance.
Preparing spells to fight a storm. Yes.
24.
24. So you go over to the first two, and as you immediately put your first one in, and your lockpick just immediately kind of like just melts.
Ooh. Okay.
You take a step back, and you're like,
Okay.
so you know that the first right bottom lockpick made your lockpick melt.
There's a bunch of locks on this?
4.
Oh, okay.
Two on the right, 2 on the left.
I'd like to detect magic.
And as
Yeah.
you do so, you notice that all 4 are imbued with some sort of magic.
Okay. Do they have different schools of magic?
Just basic enchantment.
Okay. Interesting.
Do you have Dispel?
I do have dispel magic. I mean, yeah. The question is, do we have to unlock all 4 locks or just one lock? I mean,
Probably all of them, and they
theoretically-
probably all count as one item.
No.
Because
Yeah.
they're all connected.
Should I dispel one we haven't tried or dispel one that we have tried?
Yes. Pick one, dog. It's
All
your
right.
spell.
We'll do the bottom right one. We'll do Melty Lock.
All right, melty lock. As you do so, you
Yeah, I
see
will cast Dispel Magic.
as you do so, this almost like poison acidic like liquid just starts leaking out of the keyhole where he had just put the lockpick in, and over about 5 to 10 seconds, you see this greenish, yellowish liquid sludge just eventually stop leaking out.
Was it just like liquid magic? What the fuck was that?
Something.
I have vials. Can I put it in a vial?
Yeah, you go over and you look at it, and as you do so, you kind of pick it up, and as it does so, it kind of like hardens to the inside of the vial, and then just kind of dissipate.
Does it still register as magic? Or is it
You look
just
at it,
gone?
and you see that there's magic inside of the vial if you're still holding onto it, but you can't see it anymore.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like scooping up nothing, but you know that whatever you dispelled, almost like that was like the solvent you dispelled, like the actual physical, almost like manner of it.
Interesting. I don't know.
Now you just gotta do it a bunch
Are
more
the rest
times.
of the locks still magical?
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna pick lock that one.
All right, you slide the lockpick up in there, and as you do so, how many lockpicks do you have?
I just have these tools. I have no idea how many lockpicks are.
Probably one. So I'll say you can do this. Do you have anything else you could attempt this with?
Tinker's tools.
Yeah,
that'll work.
I have Tinker's tools.
Nobody else has a lock. Okay, well, one of the crew members, you're on a place called the Crooked
Yeah.
Crew. You may know
Someone has.
So you goddamn, you start
Yeah.
screaming to the gods. Eventually, an individual comes down. Now, this is one of the only ones. I'll say there's one more. You get one brought to you. You can attempt your check on that lock. Yes. Of the set.
Also 24.
24 easily. Punk. Opens, and you see it kind of lessens the chain. You know that you're going to need to take all 4 off.
Okay. Well, I think I got 4 third-level spell slots, so good thing we're still 2 days out.
Charles is just looking, well, actually half a day out.
Fuck!
Well, that's if the weather keeps up.
I don't know. This might happen.
I mean, we could slow
Well,
down.
no, remember, that's a half a day out from the dock, not the storm.
Oh, where's the
Right.
dock at? Beastern Dock. Okay, and so we'd have to travel to the storm site anyway.
Right, so that's farther, but I'm just saying that's how far you are from the dock.
Then
We got time.
Risk it for the biscuit. We're just pumping dispel magics.
And all four, or the rest of them, or
Apparently, I only have 3 third level spell slots. So sure, I'll do 2 more third levels and a 4th level for dispel magic.
okay. So you pop the top right one, and
Blowing
you
the
see
load.
this. You see this like hardened sludge kind of come out that is black, and as it does so, it eventually alleviates, and then as this one does, it dissipates in the air. You all smell like this weird scent. I need you all to. No, I'm just kidding. It would actually have done something, but since you dispelled it, it does nothing. You smell like this, like acidic-y smell, but no effect. You go over, and after seeing this one, you notice that these are mundane locks just infused. You don't even need to roll for this. What's your passive if you were to not even roll?
It'd be like 19. It'd be 10. It'd be 19 or 17.
It'd be whatever your
Would it be 8
sleight of
10?
hand check would be, I would think, plus 10.
Yeah, so
So
19.
it's so you're like 19 base?
Yeah.
Yeah, so these you easily go through. You pop the next one. The third one, you, as the magic goes, you see a small, like an explosion goes off within the lock. Possibly would have lost a finger or two. Now avoided. As you go through, popping the next one. The last one, you notice, freezes over. As it does so, it almost ensues that it would have probably frozen your hands or maybe more to it as you see it starts encapsulating. But then the magic eventually falls off. You pop that lock as well. As you all take the chains off, you all immediately see that it just slowly starts to open on itself as this weapon is fit very snug on the inside. And it's almost like bulging out. You see this huge, basically like, imagine a sledgehammer without a back end, just the front end. And it's got a huge mallet. So like a hammer without the, the nail pulling part, but huge on the hammerhead part. All of it just black with a very pristine, almost like a yellowish tanned handle. And along the shaft leading up to it, you see these etch markings of like different crescent moons that have been etched into it all the way down.
So what is this thing?
So they were gonna get close enough to where they could just smack that storm with a hammer.
Apparently.
Well, you want to smack things with this hammer?
We could try it on the one coming.
You see Charles, he just kind of looks over your shoulder. See Grandridge and everybody just looking. Are they going to get that close to the storm? It was...
They had 2 powerful mages with them. I'm sure one of them was probably a wizard with who knows what capabilities. They're essentially Swiss Army knives.
Vanessa looks over. What if that storm maybe has been weakened by something as well? Maybe they have a way to weaken it, to get closer. You said you slayed one yourselves by weakening it. Then you said you were able to dispatch of it. How were you able to dispatch of it? How did you know it was able to be...
It stopped being a formless storm and solidified into an actual killable entity.
Well, then maybe that is something we need to be looking for. Maybe there are certain phases or something that happens within these storms. Just a thought. Gredger just kind of scratches his head. Sure. So, the dock. You guys travel. You make it to the docks. About half a mile to the docks, you notice vines stretched everywhere over most of the buildings, and everywhere has been abandoned. You see that there is nothing within any vicinity that screams any sign of life form. But then right before you kind of almost want to veer away from the docks, noticing that they're not going to be able to dock your ship overgrown with just a short amount of time, you see one individual waving this large yellowish banner. And you see an individual, you kind of see Vanessa pull the ship close and slow down. You hear Charles, "Who goes there?" It kind of yells. You hear this individual, We've stayed. We're stuck here. We're looking for a way out of Yorwood if you're willing to bring a couple passengers." Vanessa comes down and looks at you with Charles.
Inside check.
Okay.
Oh my god, where is it? It's 14.
Something's off.
Just fucking go.
You look and
Oh, shit.
give me a perception check. I mean, if you want to. You see Vanessa and Charles are like, I don't know. There's some.
10. But no, it's a trap.
I just say,
Dude,
can I perceive to see if they're like hostile?
Yeah, they don't seem to be hostile at all.
I just like
You kind of give him a look, and he
bows drawn or
no, kind of skinny, frail. Just at a quick glance, that's all you can really tell. If you want to know more, give me a perception
Right.
check.
Dude, they're about to explode into plant monsters.
3.
That's true. Can I
That's
turn on my what is it? Heat, the heat vision.
yeah, your goggles.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have heat vision.
and I want to see how many do I see?
You see one.
Just one?
He has said that there's more, but he's saying that there's survivors and they need.
Okay. I just want to see how many there actually are.
You only see one. He's just standing on the dock, kind of waving this flag through some of the fog and the mist. Well, what do we do? Do we just
Trap.
pass on by?
It's trap.
Well, he wants out, and we're going in, so we can't help him anyway.
Maybe he has some information. We should get maybe a little closer and just see. Not let him on.
That seems like a bad idea, because the closer we get to him, the closer we get to the ground with these vines. And we're like flying into a sentient vine monster.
Well, can't one of you just jump down there? I've seen you do some crazy shit. None of you guys can do nothing to just communicate with
Yeah, I
him.
would fly down and say what up.
He just needs.
This is. I could fly down, or I could hop down with some birds.
I mean, this territory is pretty different since I've last been here. We might want to be able to see what's going on.
Get some information, and I don't think we should pick these people up.
Okay, so you
seem-
fly down?
Hold on. You don't trust this guy?
I don't trust this guy at all.
Okay. Almost done. No small.
I don't know if I like
Oh,
they're
no.
like they worship the plant as a god and they want to sacrifice to it.
All right. I'll be back. Hopefully this doesn't bite me in the ass. And I will turn into.
Lines into an anti-magic field.
That would be rough. That would be rough.
Get beaten to death.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah, that would be
More like
rough.
strangled to death.
I will fucking turn into a giant goose. Giant mechanical goose.
Okay, so you go flying down?
Yeah, I'll fly down.
All right, so do you go all the way down?
Where is this guy on?
On the dock. Just stand on the side of the dock. You
Okay.
guys are about 400 or 500 feet up in the air. You've dropped, that's pretty low for
Yeah,
where you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
are. And you're about even with this dock almost, but you're, a couple hundred yards off. And you are about 50 to 75 starting to approach, and you see this through the fog. And
Oh. Okay. It's foggy and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be cautious, but yeah, I'll keep an eye out. I want to make sure nobody's gonna shoot at me with bows and arrows and whatnot. But yeah, I'll coast up and park myself on the edge of the dock where this guy's sitting.
All right, so you go and park
Keep an eye out.
yourself up on the edge of the dock, and as you get so, you realize he's pretty close to the edge. You go up and you make it, you're about 10, 15 feet away.
Yeah.
And as you kind of park yourself, you immediately see as you land that there is all kinds of like sickly, immediate, like almost like flower or moss growing over part of his face. You see that there's where would be like hair coming out of his arms is not, it's almost like this grass like color, and it's like green and pigmented and like this yellowish tint. You see that his teeth are no longer like pool whitish or at all hardened. They're almost like wooden or possibly something else you're not even sure, that are starting to kind of change over. And even part of his eyes and stuff are starting to like change to just a completely different hue.
I'm gonna go. No.
You just kind of look at him and he's just waving this flag, and as you do so, you see that even part of his arm is like starting
He's
to
a
just
plant zombie.
like the
He's almost-
muscle,
yeah,
the
yeah.
muscle fibers are now starting to turn into like vines. And he just
Vines?
looks at you. We need help. We need help.
I don't think there's anything I can do for this.
He's like
there's maybe some that you can.
I'm still a bird. I'm just thinking that.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm still a bird.
We need
I'm
help.
not gonna even.
We need
drop-
help.
I'm not gonna drop.
He's
Not
just
even
staring
drop
at
this
him.
shit. I'm gonna
Giant
move
goose
over
just
him,
staring
or
at him.
I'm just like, I don't think there's anything I can fucking do with this guy.
He's like the cursed crew on the Flying Dutchman. From
Yeah. Or I'm just gonna hope that killing the storm site will help with this problem.
Is
And I think he's just gonna take off.
this yellow? Sorry, this is like totally random. This yellow, is this just like, is this a path or is it like
It's a trail.
Nah, it's fine. I got a second wild shape.
it's like it's like an interstate?
Yeah, it's this.
This, yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. Wow. I think is that literally loop around the whole
yeah.
region? Neat. Fuck it. Never mind. I got one thing. I will fucking unwild shape. I say, all right. I'm gonna give you 3 minutes of my time. If this works, it works, and then we can work this shit out. If not, I'm gone. And I will, regardless of what the fuck he says, I will pull out my three gems and just try and channel some magic through them, and maybe just cleanse that problem. Just like give him a magical sponge bath. Like
Okay.
I don't. These things.
Do you not have like a
These
spell?
things cure. I don't nothing fucking on me. Like I'm
So-
looking, but nothing to fight. That.
As you do so, you pull them out. You move them around. At first motion, you don't really get a vibe of anything. A second goes by, couple seconds, no response. This individual just kind of starts looking at you. And then after a moment, you start seeing that the one that you're holding, it does kind of start to light up as you're kind of waving it and motioning it around him. You kind of start almost speaking, and you get the idea that, it almost needs to maybe expend something, or you get this idea that like it needs more of a direction. You kind of look at it and you kind of start, looking further in, and you then hear just this like very soft, like faint voice. He is how he is.
Oh, you talk too. Oh, neat. Okay.
You wait a second, and then you see your gauntlet. It starts glowing.
Mm-hmm.
You wait a moment. They must all be in.
Four?
As many as possible. 3 to be a completed fragment.
Oh, okay.
Then you look down, and now you see there's the importance of 3 being in your gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
That there needs to be possibly 3 to actually activate something.
Doesn't it still have a slot?
I thought you didn't have
Change
this
it.
lot.
I thought the third slot lit up when I infused
did.
it with conflux.
It did.
Okay.
So you have all 3.
Okay. And so nothing has unlocked by obtaining the 3. Or do I just need to spend time to figure this out?
You kind of are sitting here like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Give me an intelligence check or a
Wait,
wisdom
so
check.
you have
Wisdom
two
check? That one.
two greens and a conflux?
No, I have no.
There's
Well,
4 green.
there's 4 greens. I have 3,
right.
but I got
I mean, in your gauntlet.
my gauntlet upgraded. The third gem, the third green little dot lit up on the gem before I got the third gem. That was when the conflux
Right.
upgraded, so that one lit up. I haven't figured out what these fucking dots do. Still haven't figured this shit out. Had this thing for months. No idea what these dots do. Wisdom check. Wisdom check.
Yeah.
Trash. 14, I think.
You can assume that Liam or someone maybe could do something, like maybe the gauntlet is almost maybe possibly holding it back. Like maybe they need to be combined in a different manner. Like you have more than 3 now, and you've got these gems now that are illuminated.
Yeah.
And you know that there's more green gems out there, and you know that 3 fragments need to be used, so maybe combining them outside of a
Wait,
gauntlet.
haven't we known that gems eat gems? Why don't you just shove that gem into one of the green gems to see if it just gets bigger?
I don't know.
Well, you also know that your gauntlet is maybe a creation that the gems are fueling like power to. Like it's a Volt's machine in a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she uses little slices of field or seasonal gem to kind of power it, and you guys know collect memories now.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a catalyst. You're starting to learn, like maybe the gems do different things depending on how you infuse them or what you infuse them into, and then depending on the gem. So, you could maybe infuse different gems into your gauntlet and it does different things.
Oh, okay. I've only ever put green ones in it.
Right.
Okay.
And you've only put just basic conflict, so it's just upgrading the green.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you kind of you sit there and you are just like,
Orm's just gonna have to scientifically experiment to figure out what some of this shit does. Okay. Well, I couldn't fix you.
the creature just looks
An
at you.
ancient archdruid couldn't fix you. Bye.
He looks at you.
I'm gonna go kill the storm causing the problem. Maybe that'll fix you.
It has been recessed lately.
Yeah.
Archdrove came through.
Dragonborns, yeah.
No longer.
Nope, they're dead.
He looks at you. Who are you again?
I'm just a guy.
Who am I again?
Not a clue.
You see him just waving this flag. Are you here to help us?
We're actually tour guides. We're sponsored by Terry's Tours.
Now, as you guys are all here, all of you give me a Constitution.
I'm the only one down there.
You are in Yorwood, though.
Oh, okay.
Is this a poison?
Is this a disease?
No, it's a magical effect.
Magnus.
It is a magical effect, though.
Okay. I don't know if that matters. 12. Oh, neat.
Nice.
12,
15.
15.
22.
You look around, nothing seems to change. You notice that you and most of the crew, as soon as you were sitting here, how'd we get here? You see Vanessa looking at them, and you notice both of them. They look at you, and you both look back at Orem. Why are we in Yorwood?
God damn.
You both immediately get this huge feeling that last couple of days your thoughts are fucking gone. Anything that you can even think of over the last, probably since you left immediate and started entering Yorwood, gone.
Nothing much.
When I look down at the conflux weapon, what
You
the
look at it,
fuck is that?
and you're like, I know that this is possibly a weapon, but I don't know how I got this.
So, who all failed?
Oh no, you remember how you got it,
Yeah.
but you don't know,
Yeah.
right, some of
Yeah.
the details and
Okay.
things of how you
How did we
unlocked
get
it
the
or
box open?
how it opened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everybody just kind of looks around.
I'm good.
How have we made it this far into Yorwood? You see Vanessa and everybody on the crew, they just are kind of freaking out. And Orm, you're the only one that's just like, what's going on?
Okay.
You see this like plant guy, he's
I'm just
just,
gonna leave that guy. He's
you
gone.
just hear murmurings,
Fine.
help!
Back to bird.
You go back, walking on. Everybody, you just kind of caught like, what the fuck is going on?
You guys okay?
No, they're not. They're almost sitting here. How they have
I
no.
keep a journal though, so
No, dude.
yes, I do.
Yeah.
I actually have.
Sure. Well, then you ponder back and you're flipping through.
I'm like, I am reading.
This doesn't make it. Was I
Yeah.
drunk?
It doesn't make any
Yes,
sense.
I was.
It becomes hard to even believe if you wrote that.
Looking at my maps, like, I've never even been here before.
Yeah. How's it mapped? Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. but you're here. Like,
Shit.
conversation that you sent to Toranda, you would know, but your conversation with the Dragonborns, you wouldn't know. The talks of the plants and the reawakenings and the thoughts being siphoned and stuff.
I get surprised by my alcohol, my jug making beer again instead of not beer.
Well, no more mayonnaise or anything. That goes back to beer. So all that happens, and as you guys sit here, you see Vanessa. They all just kind of turn to you, Orem, as you kind of make your way back, flying to the ship. And as you fly back to the ship, you get this sense of slight panic. She turns, and Charles and her. What's our plan again? And you see Charles. We were charting the area, ma'am. And as you land, everybody seems to kind of get on board as like, yeah, that's the right answer. And everybody just passively goes about what they were doing. And then no one's quite sure.
There's fucking anything I can do.
We're gonna go kill a storm.
Yeah,
I remember that.
yeah,
You do
we're
remember that.
we are currently at Beastrin Dock. We've traveled several days via airship. It was pretty uneventful. The big hammer, that's the conflux weapon. It was in a locked case. We've already taken care of that.
Yeah.
That was actually just like 3 hours ago. That was actually
He said he remembered that.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
We remembered how he got it, but we don't know how he opened it. So.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Slightly north of us is a storm site we're going to kill and maybe get these memories back. I don't know if our ship should come with us. I feel like they should turn around. And at this point, we should just...
Didn't you say those little
Can't be
little
bird
plant
anymore.
monsters are running around everywhere that killed that elf guy you guys hung out with?
Yeah. What about 'em?
Shouldn't we like try to get closer than like a day out on foot?
It wouldn't be on foot. I mean, if we could go another hour and I could turn back into a bird and I could get us most of the way there.
Yeah, but then you couldn't turn into a helmet.
That is 100% correct. Unless
We're
it's
about to
another
fight
hour.
a full-on storm.
That's the idea, yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna fight a full-on storm without your most powerful card available.
This storm looks like it's been growing. It has to be strong.
Yeah, well,
Shit, we could fly over and drop those napalms on it too.
yeah, maybe we should just fucking
Napalms.
risk it for the biscuit.
I'm assuming we've named
Yeah.
more. It was
Yeah,
mentioned in here.
Napalms?
Yeah. You remember the things we blew up the one big ship with? The little ship,
Yeah,
actually?
yeah.
You made more of those.
Where are those?
I don't know. They're your bombs.
I'm gonna start looking for the bombs.
You again, you're just like,
shit, did I
find them
miss
up on a shelf next to like some snacks. You're like, oh shit!
Didn't want those to fall.
Those are not duds.
Yeah, let's keep heading north then. This seems like a terrible idea. Do I have any magic that can prevent this?
So Vanessa and Charles, they keep charting through, listening to your course. You both a little unsure, but
Air bubble?
heading towards the storm, yeah? Somebody roll me a d20 if that's the way you're heading.
Is this going to be another long rest?
Depends on what the weather's like right here.
Oh, yeah?
All right. 13.
13. It's my favorite number, so that is the fastest wind that you could get. You literally feel after this that there's a very surge in everybody's uneasiness of what just happened. Everybody almost has this presence of wanting to get the fuck out of here in a little bit, since they don't really know what just happened or what is kind of going on at this moment, and they don't want it to happen anymore. So they pursue, and within about 4 to 5 hours, you start seeing signs of these vines that start turning into barren pools of acid wasteland, where there begins to be no more vines, and right on the precipice of where the vines end, you see what look like humanoids stuck within these vines. And then once you get a little bit closer and are about 200 to 300 feet above, sailing over, you see about 3-ish to 400 dragonborn stricken, still within their ranks and platoons, marching towards what now you all look up and see very small, fragmented, almost very similar creature to what you guys saw in the forest a long time ago. Though with very, I wouldn't even say larger, but with more vines, creatures, things around it. The environment suits it almost perfect. You see these huge pools everywhere, mixed with poison, acid, concoctions you're unsure with, but you can just smell the vile, like, smell of it as you fly over it. Parts of the bottoms of the ship almost start, like, eating away. And you see Vanessa and Charles, oh! They have to bring the ship up so that way it doesn't start ripping apart the bottom. They turn and they look at you. Sure we want to be here.
Oh no! What? We are.
At this point, you look and you see right in the middle this large, kind of tangled, almost humanoid elemental-like figure standing maybe 50 to 40 feet tall, almost like a vine storm swirling around spores and lashing out with barbed like vines in a way. Upon your just movement towards it, you see it slow and soften and immediately notice you in its direction. But it doesn't seem to be hostile, at least currently. You see this large, like, barren land, and it's just spitting out spores as these small little creatures leafed on their backs with different colors just start shooting out all these different clouds into the air. What do you guys do?
I think it's burning time.
Hold on, before we start a fight, I think I have like one more spell to prepare, and I don't want to like metagame it, so I'm just like, fact that I have to do.
No, I'm
manually.
explaining what you guys would see, so you would take your time. Well, actually, here, let's just take a quick break, and then we'll hop back into what you guys want to do
That'll work
after this. So take a quick break, and we'll hop back in.
That's fucking concentration. Fuck that shit.
All
You're
right.
sitting on the deck.
Well, I think
We're
it's
back.
to kill storms.
So, you guys on the ship. What are you doing? You see this?
It's
Almost.
just standing there.
Yeah, it's basically just.
Menacingly.
It's very reminiscent. If Gerald Strom was here, he'd probably say this is very reminiscent to almost like the heart of the storm, how you saw it earlier.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. Is this like the site right here? This is...
Yeah, you're at the site. Like you are in that area. The storm moves around, but you are within the vicinity of where you found it. It's not hard to find. You see just vegetation, just like imagine like a bomb site and how all the vegetation is, like blown back. That's kind of how this area is, and it just is sitting in there.
So it's all kind of grounded. It's not necessarily a storm.
No, it's not flying. No, this one is very much grounded, as it's kind of almost rooted to the ground in a way. It's almost like moving as you see it move. It doesn't have like legs. It just kind of like rips and forms dirt and just kind of hovers and forms as it moves around on like the grass and stuff.
Do we have any cannons left? Is the ship sound
There could
enough?
be two. Like,
There are, but
The
you
ship's
say that,
sound
and
enough.
that's the issue.
Yeah.
We could shoot them, but it risks blowing part of the hull part and then making it back.
Too risky. Okay.
And we only have 8 pages left. I don't know if we want to fix the boat one.
Yeah. At some point, we're just gonna have to steal a new boat. Lucky. Okay.
You see Vanessa. Are we going into this? Is this the plan?
Any of your crew members have bows, arrows?
You look around, most of them have like basic short bows and some have spears. But
yeah. How are you feeling about
Do you have any tar you can dip the arrows in and set them on fire?
fighting?
we
this?
don't have anything like that.
Damn.
Fighting this. If this is what we need to do to make sure that Hexwell is safe in the future, take down the Red Council,
I think this is the
They got-
current
You have
best
gallons of
event.
for
beer.
my sister to
Yeah.
become
Beer's
what she
flammable,
needs
is
to
it?
be.
No, it's beer.
I'm here.
Beer's inflammable?
No, it's not. You're acting like I have the
Alcohol?
like a
not flammable?
Molotov cocktail.
Beer?
3%.
There's not enough alcohol
Damn.
in beer. It's like 4.5%.
Is that true? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't drink.
You need something like
90.
clear.
Oh.
That 100 proof. Like that's a
Like at least
That
50.
would even
Put
maybe.
fire out with beer.
Oh.
At least
True.
50%.
I didn't know that.
Uh-huh.
At least
I just
50%.
assumed
That
alcohol.
would be 100 proof.
Dude, if beer had enough alcohol to be flammable,
Anyway,
it'd kill you.
he would know.
I mean, it does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Poison.
Yeah. Wait. Fucking all right. There you go.
Tinfoil had that bigness.
Yeah. The only thing I don't want to really risk the ship. I don't want to really risk you guys. Delphine likes to fight, so he can come down.
Oh yeah, I'm coming down.
Yeah.
As we're sitting here, I'm going to go ahead and touch myself.
Yeah.
That's it. Just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast protection from poison onto myself.
Okay.
It lasts for 1 hour. It is not concentration.
Yes. And then, yeah, so I think you guys, the most you should do is circle and pepper it with arrows. I think we're gonna be the bigger threats. I'm hoping we can keep its attention. How far away is it?
How far away are we gonna be? The ship.
Do you need us to be?
Oh,
Yeah.
can you get within 150 feet?
That seems awfully close.
It does seem close.
I
We
have, like, a range
could,
of
but
400
do you
feet.
think that this creature's going to be able to?
I mean, judging by
You know
the
what, you're right.
terrain,
The
the
long
vines could very well
You can
reach.
go up to
That's what
400
I'm
feet.
worried about.
Oh my god, we need to be within 400 feet.
Okay, but
That's like where we're sitting.
Yeah.
we're almost there now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's it. Just circle at this distance.
Charles, and she starts motioning, and he, and it starts turning over. Keep it
Okay, you guys go fuck it up.
All right. Well, yeah. Honestly, you are kind of a squishy boy. So, all right.
Okay, so you guys, you see the ship, it starts just kind of rotating around What are you guys doing?
You're fucking yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to get off the ship.
You want me to bring it down?
Probably enough for the ladders.
I can't go that low. You remember the bottom of the ship. We can maybe bring it down to 300 feet.
Just jump down
But-
and turn into a fire elemental.
Fire animals don't fly.
Delphine's like, he's
No,
right
no,
under the sun. I'm ready for a drop.
Well, I also can't see fire elementals getting hurt by hitting the ground because they're made of fire.
They still take bludgeoning damage. They have resistance to bludgeoning damage, but they still take it. So yeah, I still have mass. At least somewhat.
Well, summon a fucking owl. Fucking ride that bitch down.
Third level spell slot. I burned all those to fucking open a box.
That was 2 days ago.
Is that true?
Yes.
Is that true?
We were
opening
opening
the
docks when that happened.
Opening
Is
the,
it-
the
we-
box was 2 days ago.
We were
The
we were half a day at least. Like,
Yeah, from burning docks since then.
minimum.
It's
You
been
were
like
up there.
it's been 2 days since then.
No, you guys burned the locks. We'll say about
Probably a day.
About a day. So I've had a long rest since then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, then never mind. I'll summon some fucking owls.
Wait, where's your mom?
Yeah, we need to drop the napalms
I have no
before
idea.
we
like
go in there.
Hot damn.
Summon some kamikaze owls. And
It worked. Those poor. They're not actual owls. They're like phase spirits. They just go back.
We'll just tell ourselves that it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
I'm on the
fine.
ship. Am
It's
I even gonna
fine.
be on the
It's
battle
fine.
map?
I'll have to buy him
Just
some
in case we
owls
need it.
next, right? I'll have to get some fucking seed.
It's not immoral.
Yeah, and then I'll have to bribe him with rats and something at some point. I'll just have to collect some rats. Okay, that makes me feel much better about the fight.
Good.
Because I'm like, I'm down 4 fucking slots already.
Use in case we need to grab some. All right, so you guys start circling the ship. Charles keeps it, and the crew prepares themselves. You guys give me a perception check.
Okay.
Last check to see if there's anything around this battle area before you guys start. You just see tons of little small creatures beneath you
20.
with these leaf-like kind
Oh, fuck,
of.
there's a bunch of them?
Oh yeah, there's hundreds of them
Oh.
everywhere.
Gross.
Like you see all kinds of different vegetational creatures and stuff. What is it?
Thank God you're about
27.
to get fire.
You see around this larger creature, closer to the base, there are smaller creatures. They look almost the same, though larger. And they seem to be emitting different cloud spores. You can tell that this was different. Well, the 27. You see very small, faint, within some of the clouds. It's some of the darker clouds that you thought at first glance were just dark clouds. You notice are mixed with like some sort of soil, and that the creature itself maybe isn't some sort of elemental, but it's almost creating smaller elementals or something. You see like earth elementals, very small ones that are kind of running around, formed in some of the soil and some of the rocks, mixed in with some of these smaller like leaf creatures. And that kind of is different, knowing that there's different types here of elementals, not only just, let's say grass type.
Yeah.
You notice that these are kind of moving around in cohabitation with these. You look around, these pools, you'll notice, are very dangerous. You notice that anything that touches them and just seeing them is immediate danger. So I would not go near the pools with a 27. You know this. And you can relay that to your party.
I will point that out. I'll make sure everyone knows it. Pool's bad. And then I will also point out that commonly earth elementals don't like thunder damage. Mr. Thunderboy.
My thunder damage is only when I'm within 60 feet, though.
Oof. That's a big oof.
I can't even use my lightning strike.
That's a big oof.
This doesn't need attunement, so I can give it to Jake, and he can use it when he gets close.
That doesn't require attunement?
I'm Pretty sure it does.
I feel like that.
Yeah, it does.
That's got
Yeah, it
to.
does.
That
That-
has to.
yeah, that-
There's no
that's
way that
staff.
doesn't.
What was it?
It was wrong right when it came out of my mouth.
I was like, there's no way that doesn't require.
As soon as I
shooting.
said the words, I was
Yeah,
wrong.
it's
Staff
like,
Thunder
no,
Lightning.
that was wrong. Okay.
That moment, I realized.
All right.
But does he have thunder damage on his sword?
Can I have smite?
Oh,
No,
you
I put thunder damage in your sword
Yep.
Yeah.
because
but-
the staff gives it thunder and lightning. So you can do your sword transformation into thunder.
Yeah.
For
I need to look up this one.
what?
To fight it.
The
Earth elementals are weak
Earth
to
Earth
thunder
elementals.
Oh,
are weak to
earth
thunder.
elements. Okay, I was like, I have
The
fire.
plant. The plant is hopefully weak to fire. That's an assumption. Probably a dumb one.
You can check by breathing on it first,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll know.
Eldritch staff.
So as you're spinning, you guys are just like, well,
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. All right. I got this.
what other preparations? Are you guys getting off the ship?
I'm gonna.
They have owls.
Yeah. I'm gonna conjure animals. I'm gonna summon.
We have Delphine.
Oh, that's
and-
concentration. So
Yeah, Delphine and Grandridge, if you're taking both.
Grandrich, are you up for it?
So I think we need.
I guess so, if we're all going in.
I think we need 6.
By the looks of it, I
mean,
might not
I
even
can-
remember it when we're done.
Yeah. It's probably for the best.
At least 2 for napalm, or we could just send one with both.
Could you just summon something bigger that can carry all, like all of you?
Yeah. I might just.
That'd be more useful in a fight.
Yeah. I might just maintain the concentration and then cast blight over and over again, and then transform into a fire elemental. So we'll see what happens. Let me look up blight. Make sure I have that.
Should we use? Should we? Who should try to drop the napalm?
Anyone who's flying on an owl,
I mean, I can.
or anyone who's flying, anybody.
Yeah, I
Any one of you.
can. I can take that. That's fine. Then yeah, I will. There will be 4 of us. You're staying on the ship.
Yeah, it's close enough that I can shoot
Okay.
to the sharpshooter.
Yeah. Okie dokie then. And then there'll be 4 of us. Okay. So that should be enough for a giant goose to take care of. So I will conjure animal. I will summon a giant goose.
All right.
Big boy, honk honk.
So you guys start making your way towards this storm. How close do you guys want to get? As you guys circling about 350, 400 feet, trying to keep it in.
gonna be-
Hopefully, we'll be able to keep it in the entire time.
I can enlarge whatever you summon.
If you want to.
I'm just giving you that option. I have nothing else to do.
You
Concentrate on
could
it.
enlarge me, like you wanted to before.
Yeah, but you have to write on something. It'd be.
Yeah, it'd be a little. Yeah.
I can turn something he
How
summons.
far away?
I can turn something he summons into a literal kaiju.
Yeah.
How far away do you have to be?
I have to touch you to
Oh.
use my.
You can if you want. I'm gonna give you freedom of movement. That's a 4th level spell slot.
I'm gonna get a paper.
So you pretty much ignore difficult terrain, and if anyone tries to grapple you, you say fuck off.
So what are you summoning?
It's gonna be the giant goose. It's gonna be the giant goose.
What's the stats of the giant goose? Do you have anything else? Do you have like something scarier than that? That's large.
That can
Black
fly?
goose.
No, it's
With wings
yeah.
and talons.
I mean, giant eagles. I could do giant eagles. I could probably do 4 of those.
Giant red
I don't know.
eagles.
Yeah, there's giant eagles.
Giant purple goose.
I mean, it could be a red goose. Would you prefer a blue goose?
Summon whatever.
It's gonna be
It's getting enlarged.
okay. Then yes. So it's gonna go from a huge to gargantuan
It'd be a gargantuan.
goose.
Gargantuan goose
It's gonna
flying in.
it's gonna be a gargantuan.
It's gonna be bigger than the storm we're fighting.
It's probably gonna be as large as the ship. As large as
Close,
the
close, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so you guys,
Could be so fucking cool.
you guys hop
Gonna be
on,
cool, yeah.
and as you do so, you guys prep yourselves.
You got freedom of movement.
You prep yourself on the ship.
Yeah.
Now, you descend, you jumping, you going.
Yeah,
You
we're
taking Delphine and Grandridge with you? You guys start soaring down through.
Well, yes, have you summon the thing?
yeah, I've done it. Yeah.
Okay, then
Alright.
it is enlarged.
No takesy back.
Let's say I'm checking how long. It's up to a minute. You have a minute of kaiju goose.
That's dope.
Kaiju juice.
Kaiju juice.
Yeah, might as well be.
All right, here I
It's got
will.
what plants crave.
Exactly.
I'm dope. Can we put water from the toilet? It's a great movie.
Oh wow.
All right.
We're gonna fly overhead.
You have advantage on all strength checks and saving throws.
Neat. The goose does?
Yep.
Neat.
And you do 1 extra d4 damage.
Neat.
Melee attack.
Okay.
I'm assuming we should roll initiative now.
Yeah, well, it depends on how you guys want to do this.
I'm gonna start shooting.
First things first, drop the napalm.
Yeah, we're gonna fly overhead and drop napalms, and then we'll see what happens there. After that, it's all improv.
Okay, so first things first, you're flying overhead and dropping napalm.
Yep, first things first on the realist.
Far and on.
Yeah, let me pull this up. So we have this.
Pre-minute movement. Yeah. I'll probably throw on fire shield as well.
On the giant goose.
I think it's self. I think only I can do that.
Damn, yeah, you told me that.
So, flying in, you guys.
Nah, fuck,
You're
I'm
leading
turning
in
the fire
with your
alarm. I'll
bombs,
save it.
correct?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, as you guys do so, you fly in. You guys get 300 feet away to start. As you do so, you see the ship angling around. You ride upon this gargantuan goose, making your way towards it. You guys get to about 200 to about 175 feet before you start seeing these vines. Not only do they start shooting out from the ground, but they start shooting out from this large creature that you see about 150-ish yard or feet away from you. As you see these, I need both of you to give me acrobatics checks, as these are both being shot at. Or you can make this with the goose.
Goose acrobatics.
Yep, acrobatics. You guys won't need this. This will be to dodge it as he's flying.
Can you power through it with strength?
Oh, it's a gargantuan. I don't know. Well, old new acrobatics doesn't have proficiency, so it's just dex, so it's a d20 plus 1. Fucking no, 2.
No, so you immediately see these vines start just start slamming into you. Eventually, after a barrage or so, 2 immediately grab on. You see these huge vines start pulling you in. You get about 150, 100 feet. You start descending to about 200, 150, 100 feet in the air, to where you're about 100 feet away and about 100 feet in the air. And you see these vines start pulling you in. This creature now, the vines start are you forcefully resisting?
Strength check time.
Yeah. I feel like the goose will, yeah.
Yep. So give me a strength check as you start seeing it pull back.
Oh, I had advantage. Oh, dog shit. 11? 11, I think.
You see it
Is it
just
a check
keeps
or a
pulling you in. It's a check. You see it just keep pulling you in.
Okay.
You notice it. The vines start almost reeling you in, and you notice this is too much for. You're not going to be able to overcome this. You start noticing that these smaller spores, and not only this creature, you get to about 75-ish feet. And
You just drop the napalm on the
Chuck that
vines
set this up.
that are holding you guys.
So,
Sure.
you guys will say at about right back here, sitting in this large pod, you see. Hey, I don't even know if I have a big enough base.
This guy get moss added since last time we saw this guy?
Well, I don't know if I have a base.
We're talking about your
Moss.
He's about this big, this square. I don't have a big enough
Big boy.
base over there.
Big boy.
You see as he kind of sits there, you guys now will say in the air, you 4.
And not fire.
are about actually about right where this battle camera is. So you guys are being pulled in 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Actually, no, you guys are about here. At this point. You guys are just about over this pool. You see these vines. You're about 100 feet into the air. You see these large, just ripping you in with tethered vines. What do you do?
Oh, so there's vines connecting us here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna chuck I'm gonna chuck a napalm. Roughly at the halfway point between us.
Okay.
We'll
Can
call.
can you do it while flying?
I'm not the goose. I summoned a goose.
I know, but I'm saying, do you? Like,
I mean,
do you
I could
have
shoot
them?
the- I
Like,
could
do you-
shoot the
does he have
vines.
them? Do you
I'm
have
not
them?
on
I'm just
her.
wondering
I
who
mean,
has them.
If I have to hold goose to like pilot
No, you
it,
don't have to hold.
I like my piloting the goose.
I
have
I'm
hands
saying
free.
while you're
Right?
flying, if he has them, if he can hand
Yeah.
them to you or
Yeah.
whatever. I'm just
Can
saying.
I,
you just have
can I shoot the vines from the ship?
Up to you, yeah.
I'll attempt that before you waste the bombs.
Okay then.
All right, shoot the vines.
These grenade shots.
I use both grenade shots.
All right, so your arrows that you tipped, so one into one vine and one into the other.
First one's 22.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Second one is 20.
They both hit. I need damage.
Okay, the first one's damage is 11 magical piercing. The second one's damage is 16.
So you see the
magical
first
piercing,
one.
and here's the nade for the first one, 3. And the nade for the second one is 4.
They had 12, so the hardness of them. So the first one barely doesn't break, and then you see a delay, the explosion and the rip through of the vine just tethers through. The second one, easily with the explosion and the arrow, breaks free of both. And you see now this 100 feet, you feel like the pullback in these vines that have been attached are now detached. You feel this like almost like a surge of presence, and now let's roll for initiative as the creature now knows that you're here, and you see a bunch of things beneath you.
24.
That's good.
That is good. Shit. Ain't that goddamn bullshit.
If he kills me, he kills everyone on the ship.
That was a 6. That was a 6. That was a 6.
I got a 20.
Man, my initiative is always dog shit. It's always bad.
All right, 25 to 20.
You're also the one with the napalm.
Well, yeah.
And the bird won't move until it's your turn.
Pretty much.
So that means everybody's stuck
I
over
mean,
there.
to be
No
fair,
one 25 to 20?
him. Didn't you get 24?
Yeah, 24.
Oh, okay.
And then you got it. Okay. Okay.
Okay, what do you get?
He asked it. No, I got a.
Okay, Duffin goes.
Roll for
After
the bird,
you.
please.
Nah, I mean,
Anything got a freaking
technically
natural
that's how it
one.
works, but we've always just done it. It's
Oh.
on my turn.
Rendridge always going last. Okay, so you got a 24, 29, 7, and...
I was.
All right, let's roll for the creatures and let's do this. Yeah. So, you and the creature both go at the same time. So as you see this, you notice that vines not only start pulling out again,
I become large. That's
but you
no
see that
problem
the
for
creature
this
turns,
gargantuan goose, right?
and as it does
fucking
so, you start seeing beneath you these small creatures start shooting out this toxic porous gas. And now that you're flying closer
vortex work.
and you've been here for a little bit, I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Who? Him specifically?
Yep.
Okay. Does it take something to ignite this sword?
17.
Your sword?
You
Can
notice that
ignite
as
it?
It's
you
a
kind
bonus
of
action.
barely
Okay.
feel this grasping of your lungs, you initially take 11 points of poison damage. And
Wait, that's a poison?
Yeah.
I get advantage on those.
I was gonna use my bonus action to
24.
become large, but I guess
okay,
I
you're
did.
good. You're fine.
Yeah, I want to do that first.
You resist it. It becomes
It's your
kind of
choice.
innate
Either is
within
fine.
your lungs, and
Dwarf things.
Have to do
You're good.
Text work you like directly above.
I'm going to cunning action aim.
Well, I go before you.
Yeah, I know.
So-
you would have had to
So
wait. You would have
my first
held
attack,
back.
I'm using sharpshooter and advantage because of aim, and it's 13. That misses.
Yes. You see as you just slam into it, no effect.
Second attack. I'm also going to use sharpshooter. And I fail.
Okay. That's
That's
it.
the end of my turn.
All right. You see the flower now as this large storm-like vegetational basic creature, as it turns, you notice as it turns around, spinning almost, now picking up momentum, you see these vines lash out into the air at everyone as you guys are all flying. These are now tentacle attacks. Each one is getting thrown into each one of you. You are going to get hit with 26. You are getting hit with 28. You are at a range. Delphine and Grendridge both take hits with 22. Your damage, is 18 bludgeoning and 17 piercing, so it's 35 total.
Oh, gosh.
And now you are grappled. You immediately have been grabbed.
Can't be grappled.
You
right?
can be grappled. You can just go no. As far you use 5 feet of movement and go, nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You take 28 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage as the vine rips out, and you become grappled as well.
I will use my reaction
Okay.
to teleport.
All right.
And I'm going. Oh, I'm gonna abandon the bird. I'm gonna abandon the bird.
You have the napalm. Just go here. Just drop the napalm. No,
Yeah.
here. Drop the napalm fire elemental.
Yeah. I will. Yeah, I'll teleport. I think is it 60 feet or fucking 90 feet? Luckily, I have the item pulled up. It is 60 feet. So fucking around here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. 60. So, we'll go fucking dead center, right in front of this fucker. Worm's ready. I'm also invisible. I also turn invisible, which is neat.
Yeah.
And that was 28 damage, you said?
Now, as soon as you turn invisible,
Yeah.
I will tell you that in this atmosphere, you are all in difficult terrain, and you notice that this acidic and this sporous amount of almost humidity in the air is going to ruin your humidity or your invisibility quite quickly. You notice that the moisture and everything around you is almost mucking to you, almost like a dampening cloud, and the moisture is literally impeding some of your invisibility, almost mounting on your clothing. Forming actually on your almost aura. So even though it doesn't see you, it's almost giving off an aura around you that there is, acid or some sort of poison on you. And as that's happening,
I need to make a concentration.
I need everyone. Well, is that the end of your turn? It's the end of my turn. So it's on to fuck this. And at the top of your turn, I need a Constitution saving throw.
We're good.
As you breathe in these poisonous spores that are just being
poison?
puffed everywhere around there.
Protection from poison.
Almost like you had a spell for that.
Can't cast it yet.
You haven't casted protection from poison? You said
Oh,
you already
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, you already did a
My
thing for that.
bad.
What the fuck are you talking
I did that. Not
like-
the other one.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. I gotta actually mark that damage.
18.
18. You barely feel this little tingle in your chest, but it subsides. What are you going to do?
Sweet. All right, I'm going to use my action to cast protection from evil and good on myself, which aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. They all, like any attack rolls against me are disadvantaged. I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Okay. It'd be charmed, frightened, or disadvantage against you?
Attack rolls.
Attack rolls.
And what were the three?
There's like
They.
Aberrations, elementals, celestials,
Okay.
undead,
Gotcha.
fiends. Yeah, it was just about everything except beasts.
Beasts.
and humanoids.
Yeah.
All right, you're good.
It was most shit, yeah.
Okay. And then
Dragons weren't on that list.
what?
Dragons weren't on the list, but yeah.
Yeah. Use my bonus action to use Giant's Might to become large.
Alright.
And then I'll use that. What was the. Oh, I'm no longer grappled because
You ishnade that?
yeah.
Freedom of movement,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Alright.
I guess I'm slave to the goose, so It's my turn.
All right, end of your turn. At this point, you guys see a bunch of flowers that I want to call carnivorous flowers come out. And you notice they start coming in many different directions, swarms. These things take up an immense amount of area in a huge swarm. And as these start coming out, you remember these as well. These are a little bit larger though, and you see them immediately run right through.
The bird's still in the air, isn't it?
Yep.
Cool.
You see them go right through this acid pod,
And they don't
almost
care.
just waiting, hanging
Okay.
on to you guys. That is the end of their turn as they shoot a different type, almost like an orangish gas, as you see one of the leaves on their backs orientating a different. And I need Constitution saving throws from everybody except for you.
Oh, yeah? Even me? I'm way
Yep.
over here?
Diaper boy.
Damn.
Yep,
A lot of
150
convicts.
feet.
Delphine and
Oh, yeah.
Grindrich,
Yeah, they get plus
they
three.
get +3.
Oh, that was almost awful. Nat 20 on Delphine. We're good.
20 as well.
Yeah, good,
I
good,
got
good.
a
We're both
21.
good. 21. Everybody's good. So you guys just shrug it off, kind of almost becoming maybe used to this environment. End of their turn. Orm, onto you.
Neat. First things first, that bird is moving. I'm gonna yell.
Make it dash.
It's no, actually, I think I have enough room. I think it's 80 feet or 90 feet. God, I have so many tabs. So
I think it's 60.
it's 80 feet for the
80.
bird. So that's
You're 75
10,
away.
I'm 7.
No,
the
no,
bird
no.
is
This is 75 away.
of this. Oh, because he actually comes out a little bit. Cool.
Right.
Then yeah.
Yeah, just
fucking
imagine two in front everywhere.
bird is gonna dive attack, and Orm's gonna call out. You should probably jump off the bird soon.
You see Delphine. Oh,
Yeah, not right now, but soon. And so
you see him already letting go.
yeah, so the bird's just gonna move, and then if this hits, he's gonna make a dive attack. So that's a bite. So it's a whopping +4 to hit. So 15 to hit this giant motherfucker.
That'll miss. You do hit it, but as you do so, the vines and the bark and everything around it just slam into it, just almost not even impeding its hardy exterior.
Well, either way, the bird and everyone is way up here now,
Okay. So you guys.
and I'm gonna tell everyone to get the fuck off the bird.
Yeah, I want to try
Avoid
to land on not
yeah.
the poison.
Yep, avoid goop. And
Avoid
then,
goop.
So yeah, avoid goop, and so that's the bird. That's the bird's
All
turn.
right, so
Bird's done.
everybody goes right on the edge. All right, after that.
And it's my turn now.
Yep. Is bird gone?
He's not gone. I'm not gonna dismiss the bird,
All right.
but everyone's off the bird, and so that way, if the bird goes poof,
I'm just making sure. Yep.
yeah. And so then I am going to. I think. Oh, never mind. I'm just gonna cast fucking blight. I'm gonna cast blight as a 4th level spell.
Okay.
Let me get to that tab. Fucking full casters. Blight. So I need a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage. DC 17.
Ooh, 14.
Okay. You take 64 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you target a plant creature or a magical plant, it makes the saving throw with disadvantage, and the spell deals maximum damage to it. So
All right. So you
64.
immediately just see a ton of damage.
Yeah.
Just start melting and kind of like burning away at the base of this, and a bunch of the vines and a lot of the bramble just start receding away, and almost like this screech is let out that kind of just vibrates almost among many of the plants.
And then
Good damage.
fucking.
So I added the.
Yeah, please don't. Please don't.
Let's
he
not
gets
do
he gets an
that.
extra 64. And then is there anything within 30 feet of me which I might have cover? Is there any cover within 30 feet of me that isn't an acid pit?
That tree.
A tree, but there's
Maybe
an
that
acid.
rock.
There's a rock. Oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
Then
not a
I'm
lot, man.
I'm gonna skirt. I'm definitely gonna get away from this clump. So 10, 20, 30. Is that 30?
Difficult terrain.
Oh, it's difficult terrain.
Difficult
you say.
terrain. Yep.
It's difficult terrain, he says. So I can really only move fucking 3
Doesn't
squares.
this thing also take up like essentially this whole acid pool?
So
Yeah, it's
5,
2 out
that's
from everywhere.
10,
So technically it's here.
20.
So it's 2 there, 2 there, 2 there.
30, and I hope that's enough to get away from any big explosion. And I'm gonna use my bonus action to wish somebody luck.
Alright.
Go get him, fuck ass.
At this point, you see Delphine and Grendridge. Their turn starts coming up. And at this point, I need you to give me a perception check. As you notice that now that the fighting has started and all this gaseous spore and stuff, 3, your vision is damn near impeded at this point. To the point where you can shoot, but your shots are going to be at disadvantage shooting into basically just this mist of fog from this far away. You just see huge clouds of just spores and basically just kick up now from this debris and this huge fighting kick up now. So you can still see, just not very well, especially with that low overall. So you might want to get closer or speak to the captain or take it for what it is. You now see, I already rolled for Delphine and Grendridge. Delphine goes in and he's gonna slay him, and he's slaying pretty well. Him with the hammer, he could not get the stun. I passed the con save, but he did do one of the charges, so he went into it. He's gonna do 26 bludgeoning damage, and Grendridge completely fucking walloped. But he does move 10,
Isn't he still grappled?
15. No, I pass it. It's a DC check every time, so he's good. Denison or Grendridge did as well. They both did not pass their Constitution checks though, and you notice that they start coughing immensely as they start running around, and they almost start looking sickly very quickly. That's the end of their turn. End of round 1. On to round 2. On to you and the plant.
I'm gonna cheese this. I'm gonna use cunning action. No, I can't do that. Cunning action, aim. I'm gonna attack with sharpshooter.
Nice.
21.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
Here's the next attack.
Nice. Nice.
It misses.
Okay.
First attack hits.
Yep.
And it does 14 plus 10, 24 plus, here's the sneak attack because they're close enough.
Yep.
2 additional, so
26. All right.
13 damage.
Okay, so you let these in, one hits, and as this happens, you see part of the crew coming over. We can help, and you start seeing 2 or 3 other individuals, and they're going to start noosing into them as well. So on your turn, 2 net 20s. So you see them now volleying with you, and we're gonna.
Oh.
Yeah, so 26 plus 10, so 36 total. So you see the 2 other bowmen come up next to you, and almost in a quick volley with you from this airship as it's kind of just caressing around from the air, starts just berating in on these arrows. End of your turn.
So I handed you a napalm
Now.
and a goose.
I never
I need you to give me a
So we
Constitution
have
saving throw at advantage because of the poison. Actually, not at advantage because of the orange one, so straight.
It's not poison?
Not poison.
17.
You actually fail. So you start coughing slightly. You immediately feel this heaviness in your lungs that start kind of overwhelming you.
This is like a breathing thing?
Kinda.
Okay.
Does this give me the poison condition?
No, this gives you the diseased condition,
Oh.
and you are immediately starting to become sickened. And this goes into stages. You are taking 10 damage initially. You start into a coughing fit. Anything that has to do with holding your breath, your oxygen and everything is limited to 10 seconds. You notice that all of your movement in long distance running is no longer capable. All of your movement is halved. So even on difficult terrain, you're going to have 5 to 10 feet of movement. So anyway,
Difficult terrain doesn't matter. I can fly.
that's the end of its turn for that. Now it's going to slam. Here come the tentacles. They're coming. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, nat 20 on Delphine.
Fuck.
So, 21 hits. 19.
I'm gonna shield.
Actually-
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna shield too.
Grendridge misses. Delphine gets crit. Here's the damages. You shielded?
Yeah.
Both of you shield, so they're done.
Yep.
So you both don't take the grapples. Damage on Grendridge was 12, so pretty weak. Here's damages on the Delphine crit. Ooh.
What the fuck is dead?
Yeah, he's down immediately.
Nice to know you.
So you see Delphine very quickly just... And he looks down as he gets walloped, essentially.
Yeah.
He's unconscious, and he's going to be taking dying saves. He's still grappled, so you see him immediately not only go down, but start getting grappled and pulled in 10 feet. He's got to make a death save because of the poison. It's a natural 20.
Nice. He's back up.
Literally just gets up in the acid, but he's back up with 1 HP. He just gets up and stands.
This is my guy.
Yeah, that's the end of that.
Oh, I love this furbog.
Okay.
Oh, this is my dude.
Him.
This is my guy.
All right, on to you, Jake. Fuck this, you're up.
I'm gonna move over here by Orem.
Blow
I need a
all
Constitution saving throw at the top of your turn.
Why?
Every turn.
Every turn.
Poison, and now it's a magical effect that's happening with this orange cloud.
20.
20, you're good.
Okay. I'm gonna throw this napalm. I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna attempt to just throw it like right here behind him, like
Okay.
directly like
That's
at his
attack.
heels.
Yeah.
Blow fire too.
Do both things. Can do both things. Okay, so is this just like a range, like a
Range attack, yep, you're
range
just
attack,
tossing
okay.
it.
What is
It's not impossible. This is
Yeah.
just exactly
Yeah,
where
well,
the
you're aiming at a spot. So
Right,
it's like the DC of
as
a
in-
spot is like
like what would
5.
my hit?
It'd be
What I
your
need plus.
dex.
Dex instead of your strength, and you're not.
This is probably an improvised weapon, so
Yeah,
you're not
improvised,
proficient
for
in
sure.
that. 5.
No proficiency, 5. So you throw it, and it doesn't really go quite deep enough. It just kind of slams right into it, and it just erupts. Somebody roll me a D100. I'll let you guys roll. You want me to do?
I don't have them ready.
All right, here we go.
It's an-
Yeah, do it.
62. So it starts spreading a lot, like you saw the other one, immensely. And now you start seeing fire that literally starts breaking out from here, and it very quickly catches part of the poison, and in a very like chain-like quick reaction, you see little pools and puddles throughout the soil, just almost spark, and most of this area now becomes engulfed with flames. Almost, I'm not even going to map it out. Like this whole area is now just on fire. Now the
You're not
toxic
turning into a
fumes-
fire element.
You now start
Yeah.
smelling a lot of the toxic fumes start getting stronger and thicker within this heavier smoke. It does. Do you have the damage?
I don't know if you ever
Oh, yeah.
wrote down
You-
damage.
It was,
Yeah, you did.
it was like 12d12.
You did all that.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
it was.
And it was 12d12
It was.
per round.
So what would this be less?
I think you have to roll a d4 for how many rounds
It is a
lasts.
D4. I'm just gonna take the basis and write it off here.
I said these are smaller. Would it be less?
These are smaller bombs?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
So you
only
see it
rolled
as it
13.
drops. You emit this, and I need everybody here to give me a acrobatics or a dexterity saving throw. As you see the fire
Plus
start
3.
just going everywhere. And we're
Even
gonna
me?
see- No, close.
Damn!
You see the smog now, fire, black smoke everywhere.
13.
13, you fail.
Roll.
You are going to take a total of 62 fire damage.
31.
Christ!
My bad.
Time to lay on
This
hands
is
and action.
look.
for
This
turn.
is what fuck this would do. Okay.
22?
You're good.
Alright, cool. Ooh.
But that's halved. You still take half.
Okay, how much?
31.
31, okay.
But it takes full damage. And you literally start seeing sparks of ember start singeing part of it. And at this point, you see...
Is it a screeching mass yet?
No. You see from part of the ground around it, these small geodes of elementals start coming out from the sides. You notice that not only is there one...
It's 28 earlier. 71.
Let me use this one. I don't think I have the other one up here with me. It's somewhere. Oh, where's the other one? You see from the smaller one, a smaller little geode one.
What
These
the fuck is
small
What's the
elementals
what's
and
the
earth elementals
concentration
coming
check?
in.
What would my
yeah, it was
ability?
31.
It's the damage.
So half.
Half of the damage taken.
Yeah.
So it'd be
31.
31 would be 15, we'll say. We'll round it down.
Do I get a plus for any of that?
No.
It's a
Yeah,
Constitution
you-
saving.
Oh, it's a
Constitution
yeah, Constitution,
saving
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you would get a +3 because of your aura, I would think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, your normal-
what kind of save would I make?
A
for-
Constitution.
Con save.
That's
I gotta-
16.
I still have protection from evil and good.
Good.
We're good.
So you're still
Still,
up.
still got a bird. Bird in the
Still got a
air.
bird.
Still got a
Alright.
bird.
After that, on to your turn.
He's still doing. Yeah, you still got another
Oh
action.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
still
You
going.
also have action surge.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, I do.
You also have your bonus action for second wind.
Choice. Good choice.
Oh, he's pretty big.
Yeah,
right?
you're.
Oh, okay,
You
then-
can hit him from
okay,
where you
then-
want.
2
Yeah,
squares
I'm
away,
just-
you can hit.
Because then, right now, I don't think you can move. Or you can hit. You might have to move a smidge.
Yeah, but he has freedom.
He
to
also
move.
ignores difficult
Yeah,
terrain.
so he can just get here.
He
Yeah,
ignores
I have 10 feet left of movement, so
Oh, yeah?
yeah. Where you were was
Yeah, right here.
yeah.
Right here should be close enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 2 squares away. He's got to be one more. Does he have reach?
No, I don't think this
I
I
works.
need
Yeah,
15. I need 15 feet.
You're good.
That's it, because he's bigger than what he is on there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
10 feet away, so as long as you're...
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, I
Good.
think
Oh,
he's breath attack.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna breathe fire on this dude. So
Neat.
dex save.
He automatically fails.
Sweet.
It's too big.
Neat.
What level?
Does he take extra fire damage?
Let's find
Sweet.
out.
I get 3d. Oh, 3d10.
Ooh, find out. That is kind of important.
5, 6, 8, 19 fire damage.
19. You notice that this,
You get that
along
one, like,
with the
3 more
grenade,
rounds.
the napalm has a lot of fucking damage that it does. You notice that even though the smog and the spores maybe that fucked up a little bit, it's still doing an absolute shitload of damage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna action surge and just continuously breathe fire on this guy.
You can just keep doing that. That's not once per turn.
I think it's more per
It's-
turn.
I don't know offhand. You'd have to look.
It says when you take an action on your turn, you can replace one of your attacks. So I can do it one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was 7,
Oh yeah, because of the extra.
6, 13, 14, 15, 17 more fire damage.
Do you guys still have a javelin or some shit?
I do.
And just toss that at that bitch.
I only have like 3 on me because I had to put some down.
Oh, yeah.
Weighing them down. Anything else?
I'm gonna throw a javelin. I don't remember the stuff.
It's just your strength. Your normal.
Yeah, it's just a normal weapon attack, so.
11 plus 5, 16.
That's
That's it.
You said a normal attack?
So it would be your strength mod plus your proficiency. You're proficient in the.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
20?
5 plus 4. Yeah, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that hits.
And I think it's like a 1d6.
Something
It
like
is.
that, yeah.
Would it be plus
Your strength,
Strength.
11?
11. So you, when it kind of
Javelin.
sticks in and splinters in, just wedging right into the wood. As you watch this happen, 11.
Yeah.
You notice that these smaller ones, they start almost flying, sputtering. You see these little wing lights. They land right behind here. He's down. Oh no, he's up.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my god.
Go here. You see them just kind of hovering, flying across as they do so. You notice that this elemental now makes its way right across here, right into Greenbridge. And now it's going to be slam time. So, all these creatures are going into, except for those 2 flying, into everybody else. So, boom, boom, 1 hit, 1 hit. Okay, and I'll do the damage on them. That's the end of their turn. So, Orm, you're up. You can do your turn while I tell you this damage. So,
Okay.
he's fine. Grenger's getting walloped, though. He might go down, actually. I gotta tally up this damage. I need a Constitution saving throw.
For me, I don't breathe. Does that matter?
Yes.
Damn. It does matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's eroding you, actually. Like,
Okay.
it's eroding. It's all manners of.
Okay.
Ooh. Rendridge is almost down. He's got 3
Oh,
HP.
fucking 26.
You're great.
Yeah.
No effects.
Yup. I'm a convoy now. Neat. Then. Oh boy. I am going to. I think I'm going to cast Blight again.
Probably need to change this turn too.
Hmm?
How much health do you have?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I'm going to cast Blight on Big Boy
Okay.
again, so another Constitution save at disadvantage.
21.
That'll do it. So he takes 32 damage.
Okay.
Necrotic damage. Neat. And then
You start seeing it's starting to show some wear and tear of some damage that you guys have been laying into it.
and I'm starting to feel the hurt myself, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to turn into a fire elemental,
Right.
which makes me immune to fire damage, among other things. And the bird
Is the word.
the bird is gonna try and kind of like, if possible, land like over Grendrich and like kind of like box out
All right,
defense on some dudes,
give him
maybe?
a plus
That's
two.
still he's still gargantuan.
It's true. I don't know. You
Give him
tell
a
me,
plus
dog.
two
I don't
to
care.
AC.
The thing's
There you
like
go.
this fucking big.
There you go. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. But I mean,
I
he's not gonna kill him, is he? He's not trying to kill him.
Yeah, he's just like
don't know.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
And
I'll
that's
give
what the
him cover.
bird is doing.
It's cover.
And then I have movement as a fire elemental. And so I will move. I'll move back towards fucking this flying. Well, the guy that landed behind Grendrich.
Okay.
I'll move, back into this fucking cluster, I guess,
All right.
while I figure out what the fuck fire elemental can do. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. So Delphine, he's up. He's got 1 HP. You
he
just
has
hear
that
him.
potion, right?
Yeah, he does actually.
Yeah, I gave him a superior one. Yeah. Nice! Nice! Nice, nice, nice.
So he's at 21. Or excuse me, he's 16. Oh, I don't catch it.
That was not good.
No.
Isn't it? It's four.
Or
It's plus a bunch, isn't it? It's like
plus
The super?
it's plus
superior.
right?
I thought it was 8. Is it 8d8 plus 8?
It's,
Oh, I
it's
rolled
something
6.
crazy.
Hang on, it's 2 more.
I can
rolled
look it
6. I wrote 86 and I'm sure I wrote 2 more. 9. It's 24.
Yeah, it was like it's plus.
I mean, I rolled 3 ones. So,
Rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
So he's going to. He's just slaying into it. Yeah. Oh yeah, both are going to hit it. That's a 25 and a 21. So both of his axes just poof, poof, slam into it. Not able to stun it though. He's going to just beat and batter into him. Does a total of 22 points of bludgeoning damage. You hear him just kind of yell back to you guys, "Go on! We're not!" Alright. End of his turn. Rendridge is down.
You said the main creature wasn't an elemental?
Not from what you. Oh.
So that's deal.
You can divine sense and figure out what it
Because
Well, Grendridge is not acting because he's just covering. So he's just going to hold his action in case someone breaks through the bird. And then he's just going to attack onto you, Magnus. Before your turn happens, you see on the flight deck 2 of these smaller creatures fly onto the deck, and you see part of the crew start dealing with them. Though you immediately notice that 2 are pushed off. They just get knocked, and you see part of them go overboard. You immediately see Vanessa and Charles ascertain and try and help with the ship. What do you do?
How many are on the ship?
2.
I'm gonna use shove on 1, so that's a strength save.
Constitution saving throw, beginning of your turn, and you are now at stage 1.
I failed.
You are now to stage 2. Starting to go slightly delirious. before you attack every creature, I need you to roll me a d20, and anything lower than a 10, you think that
I'm at 13.
so you're good. So you can decipher the difference between your allies and your enemies. So you can shoot the creature, or you want to shove it.
I'm shoving it with a bonus action.
All right, so you go up. You see it is close.
Well, with my mind.
Yep. And you're going to take 11 points of poison damage, as you are still starting to worsen in your state. What's the DC?
I'm looking.
I failed.
It
I rolled a
moves,
natural
it moves
too.
5 feet.
5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. As you shove it, it starts to fall back. You shove it back, but it falls off the ship, and you see its wings just start activating immediately.
Well, now I'm going to shoot it.
Okay?
What's it? 23?
Oh, yeah, that hits.
What happens if you knock a creature prone that's flying
It falls
to the ground?
to the ground, yeah. Takes fall damage.
Okay, I'm gonna need it to pass a 16 strength save.
Natural 20.
Yeah,
I'm on it.
It still takes the damage. That's nice. Where is this?
Falling damage or?
No, I'm doing normal damage.
Oh, you're probably going to kill
It's
this thing.
It does a 14.
Yes, it's dead. You notice as soon as it just hits, this large swarmish creature explodes upon impact. And as it does so, you notice before even falling, just the impact of it, you feel this huge Icarus, just deathly explosion hit you. You are going to take, I need a Constitution saving throw again.
$13.
You're going to take another 10 points of poison damage as this gas spore essentially explodes from within inside of it. And everybody on the ship, you start hearing people start coughing. This huge, almost explosion spawns all these spores among the ships that quickly start growing along the woodwork and start taking over like a small like mosswork of embedded vines, like spider webs, just kind of silking through the wood. What else you got?
I'm gonna shoot the other one.
All right.
$14.
14, that hits, and already with your damage, I already know that too explodes. Another con save is now the second explosion erupts onto the ship, and more people, as these spores just start basically clouding the
I fail
entire ship.
again.
You are now at a stage 3.
God damn.
You immediately don't know every turn who you're attacking. You are always going to be attacking enemies. Your eyes are watering. You can't see more than about 20 feet in front of you, and you're delirious. You need to basically start getting medical attention very, very soon. Or you don't know what will happen. You also are going to take immediately max damage, which is 20, and you are stunned for the next turn. So, the crew, you guys don't know this, but you do, just by hearing of it, is just coughing. With these two huge spore explosions happening on the ship, people are very sick. Very quick. End of his turn. No barrage from the crewmen. The vines now lashing out at all of you. Here we go. Tentacles. Onto you, 20.
Is it a celestial fiend or undead? Because it's disadvantage if it is.
It is...
Aberration?
I mean, you don't have to tell me what it is. If it's an aberration, celestial fiend, or undead, or fae,
It
it's
is.
disadvantage on my attack.
Okay, so on yours, it is a 18.
Doesn't it?
Just against you?
Yes.
Okay.
Just against me.
Then against you, Orm,
Yeah.
22.
That'll hit.
And then Grendridge and Delphine are both going to get hit too. Okay, so you missed, right?
Right.
You got hit, so you are immediately going to get hit. And now, as you get hit, you notice that this force, now that you have changed, you see that now this almost creature has a second attack, or something that is now unleashing. Instead of this like huge vine ripping out and pulling you, you now notice that when you get hit, this force is almost pushing you. Almost like pulling you in and out, grappling you in a way. And you feel as this tentacle comes out, it starts slamming you. You are going to take, Orem, 22 points of bludgeoning damage. You become restrained. I need a...
Is this magical?
Yes.
Okay.
And I need...
I'm immune to being restrained.
Okay. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Great. That is one of these. 20. I'm proficient in that, so it's more than that. So
You're good, you're good, you're good.
27.
Okay, so then you're just going to take the damage. You take another 10
22.
points as this starts slamming you, and you feel the constriction, but you do not become enveloped in it. You're not grappled. You're not restricted or stunned in any way. That is the end of it. Grendridge, he's down. Delphine, he's down. Grendridge needs a death saving throw.
Oh my god, I have resistance to poison damage. I have way more health than I thought.
Oh, yeah.
You need con save at the start of your turn.
Oh, is my
That
turn?
Oh, no. You're not up yet. That's
That
Amber's
last-
turn. Jake,
Yeah.
your turn.
That last turn itself, Wade, was like 40, so it would be 20, wouldn't it? Like 40.
Yeah.
He did 10, 10, and 20. Okay. Let's go. What is this? It's just a rock?
Yep, that's Big Rock.
You just need to be here to hit him.
How much HP do you have? Are you keeping track
At
of it?
58. I
He's got
just
the
How much
apple.
total HP?
89.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Okay.
We started
I
combat.
just need to be here to hit him?
Right.
Melee hit right here?
2 squares
Yeah.
away. Is its distance.
It's right here. You just need to know. This is it.
Yes. So
Okay.
you are within 5 feet of it. Yes. Your 5-foot sword can hit it right there.
Right. Give it a good old smack. $13 to hit on the first attack.
Miss.
Yeah, 20 or 19 to hit on the second attack.
That'll barely hit.
All right.
19.
Pop
hit
it all.
Pretty good.
Even the fire chains.
All right. So 9 plus 6 is that's 15 magical slashing damage for my sword.
Have you added the,
Okay.
Oh shoot.
the giant damage yet?
No, I'm not. I forgot to do Baylor. That's my fault. We got 1d6 for the giant, which is another 6. So another 6 damage.
Yeah.
Fire chains and smites.
Yes, I'm gonna activate my fire rune. Upon that hit, which does an extra 2d6, and I need a strength saving throw of 15.
Natural 2 fail.
It is not restrained.
Nice.
It's an extra 5 fire damage.
Okay.
And then restrained in shackles, target takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turn. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turn to banish the shackles.
Alright.
Its turn. And then I'll go ahead and use a level. We'll do a level 2 smite on that attack that I hit. 13.
He's large, so he's more like right here.
So the smite damage was 20.
20.
Nice.
Alright. You see all these creatures now.
I'm gonna bonus action use my cape
Okay.
plus 2 AC.
That will not save you.
I don't know. All these should be.
Yeah, but at least it gives me plus 2
disadvantage
AC.
against them.
Well, now you see all these smaller creatures as they start making their way up. You notice that they turn, and as they do so, they start. And you see these spores as they just kind of hover around you, barely even landing, floating maybe 5 to 7 feet. I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw.
This is
Everyone
poison.
there?
Yep, not you.
This is poison.
No, this is poison and a magical effect. So mixed together.
18.
18. You fail.
24.
You're good. So, the first instance, you are now diseased with Sicken 1. You are immediately going to take 19 points of poison damage. You are immediately now diseased. Now with this,
19 would be 9.
Your DC is basically
10, 9.
lower. So this will get easier for this to happen. You're in
My
stage
DC is
1.
lower. What?
Yeah, so like what's happening to him, it becomes easier once it starts happening. You start slowly becoming delirious and you're coughing. Right now, you're only stage 1. Now, once this has happened, you start seeing, though different than the ones that he has, these small little like spores start like almost making their way out of your mouth, almost like little vines rippling out very quickly, growing almost immediately. And this is going to do, what's your constitution score? I do damage based off that.
16.
You have a total of 17 hours to get this cured before this creature will devour you.
Okay.
You're diseased and you will turn and manifest from whatever you are into a plant-like creature.
Unless it's dead.
All right. That is all the damage.
So
Grandridge is
ridiculous.
almost dead. That saving throw, fail. That saving throw.
Went down at some point?
Yep, he went down last round.
Oh. Okay.
He's on 2 death saving throws after that spores.
This is fucking news to me.
Yep, it just happened.
Yeah.
But his turn is coming up too, so he could fucking go down. Orem, you're up.
Cool.
Delphine's out, and Grandridge, you're out.
Burn it faster.
Yeah. Fucking. Boy. Well, I know I'm going. So the first thing that happens is Orem, in this flaming elemental, you in the arms, you actually see bits of black flames kind of swirl and become more prominent as I use my Eldritch Claw Tattoo as my bonus action.
Yeah.
So I gain a 15-foot reach, and I do some extra damage. And then I'm going to make 2 touch attacks with my action. Do I go for the big boy or do I go for the little ones? Fucking, I'm...
Both rolls.
That sounds like a terrible idea, but fuck it, why not? Why not? Fuck it.
Well,
fine.
they explode.
That's also true. Fire elemental.
You're not there.
I'm just gonna hit the bitch. I'm gonna hit this bitch.
You're delirious.
Oh, I've been.
No, you're like.
The Banelings explosion. Yeah, Banelings. So this is gonna be 2 attacks at plus 8 to hit. Fucking no! Neither of them bitches are gonna hit. That was like a fucking 10 and a 9.
Uh-oh.
Rough. Didn't do shit.
Turn.
Pretty much.
I mean, you have your bird.
Oh yeah, the bird.
Make it bite more.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, the bird needs to take damage.
Oh, okay.
How much
Probably
HP?
30.
We'll say it's probably.
Okay. That's fine.
I'll allow
Wasn't
this
real.
one turn, and then it's dead.
Because we haven't really attacked.
Because I've never given you really anything, so
Yeah,
take this
forgot
one,
about
and then we'll call it.
Then Bird is gonna take off 30
Yeah.
feet, and then he's gonna come back and he's gonna make another dive attack.
It's gonna hit this time.
Boy, that'd be nice. No! Fuck.
And then it just disappears and apparates into a cloud.
Yeah. Damn.
Okay,
That was
on
awful.
to, let's see, Delphine. Death saving throw. This is his first one. Failed. Grandridge. He's on his, this will be his third one.
Mm-hmm.
Failed. So, he is technically dead.
Yeah.
So, he has 2 days or a minute,
Yeah.
or you can do certain things.
Yeah.
Start of round 4. Lade, Magnus, onto you. You need to give me immediately a Constitution saving throw before you do anything. You are sick in 3.
What's the DC of this save?
A beat,
Yeah,
25.
I can still beat that.
Yep, still possible.
I don't.
You lose your turn,
I was stunned
He's
anyway.
done anyway, yeah.
but I mean, you lose your turn next turn as well. Like this is perpetual. Like you're stunned. You look around, you hear slight motions of coughing, and you see nothing other than watery eyes, and then you feel someone grab your shoulder and you start being drugged. You take... This is half to remember because you're resistant, so it'd be 11. So it's 22, so it's 11 poison damage. As this starts happening, I need you to give me a Constitution, or what's your con score? You have 15 hours before you turn into a plant-like.
Does my ring do anything?
Fire your red ring.
Yeah, my red ring.
You don't feel anything. That's it. End of your turn. Creature's turn. Slapping out of all you.
2d6 fire.
Okay. 6.
And then if you want to, you can make a save at the end to end that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and kill these little guys.
That's 8 damage.
How much HP you got?
How many what now?
How many HP?
All right, here come the slam attacks. This is going on to both of you.
Disadvantage for me.
All right. 24. Yeah, that was
That's close.
Yep. And then on to you is an 18.
That might miss. Hold on. No.
Okay, both of you immediately are going to be slammed too. I need Constitution saving throws.
Wait. The fire rune restrains the target.
Oh, so he doesn't get actions, does he?
While restrained by the shackle, the target takes 2d6 at the start of his turn.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, what does restrain do?
Well, I have it pulled up right now. The creature's speed becomes 0. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. So I would have had advantage on my attacks. And the creature's attack rolls have a disadvantage.
Okay, so I need to roll another one for you.
Yes. And I suppose I can fucking redo my goddamn fucking attacks.
You had... It was a 18.
Yeah.
That's the lowest.
18 was lowest.
Yeah, 20 was the next.
And it has disadvantage on deck saves. Damn
Okay.
it. I would have had an advantage on those goddamn attacks.
Alright, so here's the slamma-jamma. And as this starts happening, with these slams, you feel very weak. Now that you have failed these saving throws under this.
Fail. I haven't even made my save yet.
Oh, yeah, I need you to make your con save.
Okay.
Did you make your con save?
For what?
The start of the round, the poison?
I thought it was the start of our turn. Is it round? I thought it was just like...
Yeah, he just went. He's stunned. And then I go with him.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it on you.
Okay. So
This is an event. I'm happening. It's the event. It's not it's the poison, but it's from 20.
Yeah.
You're good.
I don't think so. It's gonna only be 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 6. So only like 14, 15, 13.
Okay, so you both get hit.
Okay.
From the grapple damage, you're going to take 19, you, 21, you. Okay. And after that, you are both going to be slammed. And as this happens...
Does this require being grappled?
No.
Oh.
This is just a slam after. Because you can't be grappled. Yeah. It's no longer grappling. It's going straight to the slam. You failed your con save, so you're going to take an additional 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're going to be stunned until the end of the next turn.
Is it the end of my next turn?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Or no, to the plants until the current turn. So you just miss one turn. You're not going to miss, like, the next one. It's until the plant goes back.
You still get...
So I'm going to miss my turn.
Yeah, you miss your next turn.
Damage.
And apparently this is magical bludgeoning damage.
Yep. These are all magical attacks.
So I'm still... damn.
And that is the end of its turn. Now it's on you. Fuck this.
You want to get out of the shot of that?
Oh yeah. No, I failed that already. I rolled failed.
Okay.
Yep. Now top of your
Still
turn. Con
restrained.
save. Con save for the spore. Your second one.
13 for
Failed.
save.
Second 2. I need you to roll me a D10 or D20. Excuse me, just flat D20.
I mean, plus side. The only thing around you are enemies.
9.
9. What's the closest thing to you?
He's within melee range of all three.
Well,
And there's
you're
a big one.
attacking. We'll just say you turn, and you're just gonna attack this one. You unleash your barrage. You attack at once.
I don't get an action.
That is your action.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
Yeah,
telling
so
you
he
he's
still
taking
gets
attack
more
action.
attacks.
You're just panicking. You're attacking once.
15 plus 12.
You hit it. It explodes.
He doesn't get both of his attacks.
No, it's one attack.
Yeah,
He
so
gets
he
the
still
next
gets one.
attack, so it's going to the next guy. So you're going to take poison damage from immediately hitting into that. Now,
I'm assuming it's dead.
it is dead, but you're going to take 19 points, and I need another con save.
Um, 24.
You're good. Barely. Getting close. So you're still delirious. Next attack into this next one. This is a rock-like creature.
9 plus 12.
Yeah, that hits. Damage.
Boy. Okay. Alright. Okay. 8 plus 6, 14.
Yep, it goes down too. And as it does so, you feel restraint as this rock-like almost like hinders you. And as you do so, a cacophoned like thunderous burst, and you feel your eardrums almost like ring. And now you can't hear. You are deafened.
Neat.
Can
All
I
right.
move?
You can move. You're half movement though.
Well, as long as I'm
No, he's not. He has freedom of movement still.
Oh yeah, you're good then.
As
You have
long
full
as I'm
movement.
in 5 feet, then I'm no longer whatever. Restrained or grappled
Yep.
or whatever.
All right, you're good.
Oh yeah. You don't even need to move the 5 feet. You can just be like, I'm gonna spend 5 feet to. Like,
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
All the small ones that are left will go. These 3.
I'm gonna use my bonus action.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
You don't get to act on it though. So what's the next creature? What are you gonna do?
second win for healing.
Okay, you can do that. Miss. Holy. Well, there's all those natural 20s on the other side. So whiff on the whole course. So they all miss Orm onto you.
Neat.
He's stunned.
You're stunned. End of your stun.
Fucking.
Back to Wade. Oh wait, I gotta make the Fane's death save. He's good.
Woo.
16.
Is that what? One
It's
and one.
1-1.
1-1.
What you doing? Con save.
Yeah.
You gotta beat it. You gotta beat 25.
21
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
keep being
What-
drugged. You
what
feel
is
your
con
back.
save?
plus 6.
You get 19 or 20. You got a 10% chance.
You feel your back get thrown into whatever this is. You feel wood, and then you just feel water. You hear Charles' voice. You can barely make out. We gotta overcome this. They try to smother it out. You feel cloth being put over your mouth. You hear tons of crewmates trying to make it to the lower deck. They're trying to get off the deck. That's all that happens, though. You're still stunned. Its turn. You see it now, starting to lash out. Pretty weak.
2d6 fire.
2d6,
It's also restrained.
9. Still restrained, so disadvantage.
On everything.
You guys are getting there, like very getting there. I don't like say how much, but you're getting there. It's getting weak. You can tell it's starting to splinter and sway. It's lashing out. Here we go. Tentacles. Disadvantage. Damn. 23.
It's
Disadvantage. Natural 1. Hey.
Neat.
All right, so here's the
down.
damage into you.
I think I'm gonna be down.
It's
That's fine. I can take
20.
care
No,
of it.
19. Yeah.
Really?
How much health I had
Oh,
left?
I
Really?
can fix it. I can fix it.
And then you're going to immediately go down, and now here comes the second slam. So this is a death save. Immediately gone. So you're just one
Again,
gone.
I can fix it.
You're down. Onto you. You missed. We're good. Across the way. That's it.
Strength save.
Strength save at the end.
Oh yeah.
15.
Yeah, pass.
Okay, you're no longer restrained.
All right, so we're done with that. All right, end of its turn. On to fuck this. Death saving throw.
Oh, plus anything?
No.
Nope.
I don't remember. 4.
All
So
right.
that's 2.
If he hits you one more time, you die.
It'll be my turn before that.
It's your turn right now.
Hey, I'm gonna use my bonus action to stop being an elemental, and then I'm gonna use my action to cast heal at 6th level, So you get 70 HP.
Oh,
You're cured of blindness, deafness, and any disease affecting you.
that's dope.
And that's
So
my
clean
turn.
slated. All right.
Oh, that means you can save me once you get back to the
I
ship.
got a dice
Tomorrow.
running in your chair.
Tomorrow.
You have 15 days.
Yeah, so all that disease
It's a good
gone.
thing
You're
that
at
happened.
70. You're good.
Because these swarm in now, going in on
Fucking.
all three of you.
Yup, that's fine. Let's
Okay,
take
there
them.
you go.
Let's take these attacks one at a time, please.
All right, so the first one,
Shield dog.
15.
Nope, that'll miss.
Second one, 7. Third one, 18.
Miss. Miss.
All of them?
I didn't even have to do anything. I
Yeah.
have an AC of
I
19.
mean, these are kind of weak.
Nice.
Not gonna lie.
Fucking dope.
That is the end of those. End of that turn. We're back to Orem. That was your turn.
Mm-hmm.
So
Delphane's. This is his death save. 10.
It makes it.
All right. So we
2 to 1.
got 2 to 1. On to you. See it?
I can only do that once. So.
Okay.
Can he make
Figure it out.
I made it.
Made it. All right. So the water in the
Get
you start coming to. You look and you're like, whoa. You have your turn. You're no longer stunned. You can act freely. You still have disadvantages. You still cannot tell necessarily the difference between ally and enemy, though you know that there are no enemies here. Charles is telling you in your delirious state.
I'm gonna shoot at the biggest shadow.
All right, so you walk out. You use part of your movement. You walk out 10 feet, and you just look
gonna
into
shoot at the
tier
biggest
covered. Okay. Yeah. This is just straight because you're not disadvantaged.
I'm going to.
Are you sharpshooting everybody? Yeah, I was about to say you blown it.
Damn, so I get advantage.
No, it's normal.
Is it
It's
disadvantage?
straight. Yeah, it's just straight now.
I miss. I'm gonna go again with the disadvantage.
What are you doing over there?
16.
Just knocking everything.
No, that misses. So through the tears, through the hope, it's just not happening
I'm
from
gonna
this
use my
far.
second wind.
All right, second winding. All right, so stable, able to get through part of that. Creature's
Gain
turn.
16 HP.
Here we go. On to you, Orem.
One at a time, please.
Yep, first one. Oh, it's no longer disadvantage. We have 18.
Oh, it made the strength save. 18
Yeah,
misses.
yeah, the last time.
Where the fuck is this spell?
It misses, so it does not hit you. I need a Constitution saving throw, and I need you to have a. Oh, wait, you're up. It's going into you.
It missed.
Wait, is
so
this a disease effect? Don't you have resistance to
I'm immune to disease. I can't be diseased.
Oh.
It's part of a disease, but it's a magical.
Yeah.
It's a poison and a magical.
It missed, so I still need to make a con save? He needs to make a con
You
save.
need to make a con save just for the magical effect.
Oh, that
You
happens
said
on his turn
I'm
too?
getting attacked.
And our turns?
I'm getting attacked.
It's really low.
With
Yeah,
a
you're
con
getting
save?
attacked. Yep. Both of you just con saves.
9
20,
plus
25.
8,
You're good.
17.
Your highest is a 19.
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit, so both of you miss. You see the tentacles lash out. What was your
17.
17?
Con save.
You take just the damage.
Poison?
17 points of poison. So half would
half.
be 8. Yep.
Yeah. Was that halved because.
That's already halved. It was.
Okay. Because
Yep.
I'm resistant?
Yep.
Okay.
And
so
that's it.
17 was already halved?
Yes.
Okay.
So
still good.
going through end of his turn. On to you, fuck this.
Alright, bonus action. I will become large again.
Is that true?
And I'm gonna say Baylor. Invoke fire on the sword. Smack into this big old bitch. That's a 21 to hit.
Going into him. Oh yeah, that hits. He's done fucking around, guys.
Can you come over here, please?
Who, me?
Yes.
What?
I would like you within 15 feet of me.
No, 21 magical
Fuck off.
slashing.
Go away.
damage.
21 magical. Okay.
Go away. I can't use that
Another
ability.
6 damage from the giant's might.
Okay.
And then another 8 fire damage from Baylor.
All right.
We'll go ahead and do another level 2 smite, because I'm done with this shit. 13 smite damage. That's
Oh, yeah.
one. That's attack 1.
Okay.
Attack 2 is a 17 plus 12 to hit.
He's rolling it now.
There it is. Fuck, this is his.
That's 16 magical slashing damage.
Hey, yo, fuck napalm. We have a fucking
10 fire damage.
Okay.
Another 6 damage from Giant's Might.
Okay.
I use my last level 2 spell slot to smite.
Don't you have a level 3 spell slot?
No, that's next level. 8 plus 6, another 14 smite damage.
How much total damage is that in one turn?
How do you end it? You look in
Okay.
this barrage as you just come back up, and
Okay.
you all just watch. You do what?
I'm gonna stab it. I guess since I'm here, I'll stab it through the middle of the rib cage where I think it's like center
Yeah,
heart.
just through
would
part
be.
of the ribs and
And
vines
just like, the fire just spewing in with
you
it.
see part of the fire just rip through part of the bark and almost explode through the other side.
And then I'm gonna run and jump off this rock and just
Just slice through it, just
Yeah.
go in, just slam down.
Yeah.
So as you do, you see as Fuctus jumps up, leaping, coming down on top of it, bringing down Baylor's blade, slicing through the heat of this blade with the flame cuts almost seemingly through as you jump down, leveraging all the way down about 30 feet up, dropping all the way down to the ground, bringing this flame through, cutting this huge vegetational plant in half. As you do so, you look around and you see these flying little spore creatures and tons of all the vegetational like monsters and creatures that are moving around just start falling over, almost like some hive mind effect, as all of these creatures just cease to move. All the sputtering from the wings, all the spores in the gas, all of it in a quick couple moments just cease. You wait a few seconds, you look around, you see some of your friends bleeding out, you see some of your friends unconscious. You wait a second, and you notice Delphine is unconscious. I'll make his little...
Hold on.
Okay,
It's my turn came first, bitch.
You're fine,
I have plans.
Before, yeah, that's fine. As long as you said, I was like, okay. I was just
Motherfucker,
gonna-
no.
You're good.
Healing word. He gets fucking a D4 plus 5.
Okay, so instant
He's
consciousness.
8 HP.
You see
Right.
Grendridge.
He's dead. Not for long. I'm gonna revivify using my gauntlet.
Gauntlet.
Yep,
Nice.
3 charges.
Perfect.
Revivify. Boop.
So you see Orm just kind of run over using his gauntlet, and
Can't
over
do that for
him
another
you
week,
see
but
this
that's fine.
bright green kind of aura just emulate through as his gauntlet kind of waves through, and you just see Grendridge breathing. You all take a second, all coughing, worn, lungs almost bleeding, throats almost bleeding from the coughing fits. Magnus, you hear the crew starting to gain their wits about as now they look down and some of the smog slowly moving as now you see some of the crowds of all these storms starting to subside. You see clouds starting to move away. And then in a freakish instant, you see this like a wake underneath where this creature was. And then another pulse. And in a moment, you guys are brought back to your memories that you lost just a few moments ago. You recollect the last 3 days. And then another wave kind of echoes through. You wait a moment, and then it's almost like from the bottom of this creature, once again, this sparkle of almost this emulated fire starts burning up. You see in the trajectory of these particles on the backlit of all the smog from the burning fire and everything, almost like it was once before. These particles enacting almost like what you saw out of the first storm. This wave of memory hits you like a cinematical presentation in each one of your minds. It hits the crew, it hits anybody within a large range. As you feel this wave fall over you, you feel this memory. You see a white individual, a dwarf. You hear the name Emmanuel. You see the cloaked man that you have seen so many times, white burned body, Relinoff Draconius. You see that this is a large jungle. You see Emmanuel, you see Tyrando, you see many members of the Reverence. You see this jungle forest mixed with beasts and vegetation. A huge storm infused with poison and pollen, brambles. You see Rennoc taking the life of Emmanuel himself. As this body siphons into this gem, you see once again Tyrande piercing an arrow shot from a bow right through the hand of Rennoc Draconius, leaving this huge scarred wound on the outside of one of his palms. You see this gem dropped and then rushed by the party of Reverence. You see in the last instances the gem gathered by Tyrande Roxalia, now you know to be its name. And as you see this, you see Rennoc in a quick moment push the party back in this huge explosion of fire right after Tyrande grabs the... You see them flee, running from a weakened Rennoc Draconius. Fight does not end here, but another party of the Reverence lost. Second spot at which a party member has been taken. As you look, you only notice that there's one other silhouette with Tyrande. That at this point in the memory, the other beings and other party members have been lost. That at this point, there was only Tyrande and one other member left. You wait and you see this, and you know that the gem was taken. You see this wave of memories kind of flood through. You see memories of Yorwood, many individuals of beasts of burdens known, beast-slaying groups that became extinct, many creatures overtaken by these storms of vegetation, eliminating food, eliminating places to live, all controlled as a memory foundation for Rennoc. As this happens, you see this small, tiny formation, almost like a pulsing gateway, starts ripping through as you just stand there right before you, almost like a tear in the dimension. You just stare at it as this force keeps every once in a while pulsing through. You see burrowing through the ground the forms of residuum that you've noticed to be ley line powder that you've seen underneath your home. As you look at this, you see this large ley line. And right above it, where you see the hardened residuum, you see this magic flowing. As it should be. Not hardened. You see actual, almost like a dust and particles moving, visibly seen, flowing. Not in a hardened, almost calcified state. Meaning, who knows what, but that something here has changed, or that it's at least active. You see that many memories over the course of 20 minutes, as many of you, including you on the airship, just kind of wait as all these memories flood back. Some new to you, all from the area, tons of history of Yorwood. All lost and now recollected. Memories from individuals, just all brought back. You now look and you see inside of this small tear a very dark, black, abysmal state of a room. Does anybody go close or look inside? As you take a few moments, you look around, you gather your wits, and there's just calmness between this huge rip. Basically reality that stands about 7 to 8 feet right in front of you. You on the ship.
Oh, that wasn't the memory.
No, this
rip
is...
in reality is right in front
It
of
is
us.
now. Yeah, it is right here.
Is there anybody here that's still affected by the poison?
You notice that Grendridge and Delphine are. You are not. He is not. You don't know, but Magnus and many crew members are.
I'm gonna lay on hands Grendridge and Delphine both at 5.
Okay, so
and
it cures through them. Yep.
Cures the poison.
So you both see
Who
part
knew
of this
paladins were
sickly
so
mana.
like poison resistant? Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, it's they're great.
Hey, it works out, right?
They're really
Kinda
good.
handy.
Yeah, they're
Becomes
really
awesome,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So in a moment, you see the green veins that start pulsing through their veins subside very quickly. You guys take a few moments. You see the airship starting to descend to about 50 to 75 feet before it slowly starts coasting over some of the smog and rubble. What do you guys do?
Boy. Help.
Jump in.
Nah. They're fucking boy.
you hit me with that? Get rid of disease, please.
Yeah.
I'm too busy hallucinating and coughing.
Max, is he doing okay up there?
Yeah, what?
No.
Come down here.
Yeah, I mean, fucking to get back up there is third level spell slot. I mean, fuck it, sure.
You see people just red and faced and eyes teared up.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We're gonna spend a third level spell slot. We're not gonna summon a goose. We're gonna all get some owls. It's gonna be a nice jaunt up there. We're gonna just boop, fly back up there.
Okay. So as you go, you gather the individuals, you jump back up.
As
As you do so, give me a perception check. As both you two fly up.
This thing fucking closes.
17.
Fucking 10.
10. You take a moment, looking up. You see very faintly, like this, as you fly away, you kind of get a vantage point now looking up, kind of down. And as you have been staring at it, as you change elevation, you see that looking into this rip, or whatever this is, you can kind of see into it. And as you do so, what looked like complete black abysmal, you see just faintly, for just a quick second, an individual. See, as you kind of hit an angle, be covered in mostly darkish blue and purple mannered clothing in a way. And just at the very tip, as you hit almost the perfect precipice, you see what looks like pointed ears. Bright, almost like strewn back whitish, blondish hair that has like this coldish emit giving off the entirety of this being. Or you kind of get this angle, no longer see it. You see this individual sitting amongst a room. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Oh, okay.
You guys will regather yourselves onto the platform of the deck of the ship, where you hear coughing and many sick individuals among smog and a burning battlefield that has got a huge plant that has been cut in half by Fuckdus and Baylor's blade, beaten by all of you. That's where we'll pick up next week with one more storm site taken down. You got 2 storm sites left, 2 members of the Red Council left.
Who? Oh, yes. Yeah, the boy and
Yeah.
the lady we don't know.
Yep. So we'll pick up there next time.
And the artificial storm site.
True. Yeah, whatever's happening there. Yeah.
That ain't our issue.
So that'll we just keep pushing that off. Yeah. So we'll pick up all that next time.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
good
about
stuff.
the only good thing the Red Council was gonna do.